Yeah. Look, it's been years of the same thing, years of the same strain. I fear an insane brain, but no tears, gotta maintain. Veering in strange lanes, gotta keep focused, cause the road I walk is long, and I ain't got time to be feeling hopeless no more. It's time to follow the vision. I've had enough of living like this, cause this ain't living. See, I just been existing, feeling like I'm alive to die. Not worried about my legacy as time flies by. And that just left me feeling down bad, stuck to the ground bad. Head just enough over water not to drown bad. But now I'm standing, and I truly believe that if I gotta walk this earth, then I'ma walk like a king, baby. Oh, I'ma be somebody. I'm getting out my way. Oh, I'ma be somebody. Oh, when I start today, getting rid of shit that's stressful to me, like worrying about the world's perception of me, and trying to fit the mold of what's expected of me. I release it all and I do it indefinitely.
Alright, what's up everybody? This is Talking on the Influence. Today's gonna be a little different day than usual. Today we're gonna be talking about kind of men, mostly, no offense, but like I want your 2 cents as the only woman today to understand. So the point of today's podcast is to talk about a phrase that I've heard online. I think a lot of us has heard this online before, about this money, muscles, game, and frame, right? We've heard this before online. I don't know who coined this phrase, but I've heard it on a bunch of different podcasts, so let's talk about it, right? So the whole point of this is saying that men, as in general, shouldn't really chase women. You chase these 4 things, and then women will come like natural, right?
Basically become a cold motherfucker, bro.
Well, I mean, you chase money, so the whole point is to make money, make muscles, learn game, and maintain frame.
Be the best version of myself.
Yeah,
Right, but if you chase these 4 things, like what does that mean, be the best version of yourself? Like how do you better yourself?
Basically,
in what ways?
Yeah, like
that's what I mean.
I'm working
like,
out every day, my money's right.
Right, so these are the things that I feel like most women are looking for, and you can disagree with me if you want to. I think most women, even though they say it, that it's not end all be all, you know what I mean? But I think if you have these 4 things in the bag, then you have more options to choose from as far as women.
You're highly favored.
You know what I mean? That makes you a kind of, I guess, a high value man, they call it, right? So, I guess we'll start on the first one, which is money. I guess it's self-explanatory. Yeah. Always chasing the money. Yeah. Always making sure you got something going on that's making you money. You're not sitting around playing video games. And, you know, as long as you got a good job that pays well, or you hustling, you should always be looking for something better. Even if you got a good job that pays well, always be looking for something better.
And
right?
if you with a woman with kids and you ain't got no job, this goes for y'all too. Y'all eating up all the kids' cereal and shit. Noodles. Just fucking shit up.
Right. Sure. So, I mean, I guess it's self-explanatory, right? Make your money, always be chasing the bag. You think women kind of care about this?
I do. I think we all care about that. But I have a question. So, money, muscles, but frame and game. So, like, what is frame and what is game?
All right. Well, let's start with
in the man's
Okay, let's start with money first, right?
Okay.
We'll get to that.
All right.
Let me explain game. I got that.
Okay, so maybe we could kind of do it like that. Let's explain money.
Let's start with
From
money
man.
first, and we'll go to each one, right?
Because I want to hear the man's view on what money, muscles, game, and frame, or frame and game.
So, let's start with money.
Okay.
Do you think that most women care about the money you make, that they man makes?
Most.
Because I feel like there's a lot of women say, "Oh no, like we're not looking at that," but I feel like they just trying not to be gold diggers, and but like that's just, but there's a reality to that, right? They might not need a dude who makes. It might not need a millionaire, but they want a millionaire. You know what I mean? Like that's
correct. Yeah.
right.
I don't think any woman is going to complain about a millionaire. However, if you've got millionaire money,
Right.
you know, doesn't
Do you think that most women will date a man who makes less than them?
Not typically, no.
Right.
That doesn't happen. It happens though, but
It's unfortunate for the males, but no.
Sure, it happens.
some niggas get lucky.
Mm-hmm. Or some women are just
What do y'all think?
ass.
I mean, yeah, some men do get lucky.
Some niggas.
Sometimes they might put you in the right position. You know what I mean? So.
Sure. But do you think that's a relationship that's destined for success or for failure?
If he don't fix his
Depends.
shit.
It depends. It also depends.
So I find that
because some people stick around just because of the money. You know what I mean? No matter what you go through. You know
That's kind of what I was saying.
Yeah,
man, sure, but when you have a woman who makes more money, right? That I feel like most women want a man who makes more money than them, right?
Right.
So like when you come across like women who are 6-figure earners, you know what I mean? They're still looking like they have a hard time finding a man because they're looking for guys who make this at least the same amount, if not more.
Mm-hmm.
So like y'all heard of Kevin Samuels?
Yeah.
He was coming across these women all the time,
Man.
and these were high earning women, and they were struggling finding men. But they all wanted a man who made at least as much as they do, if not more.
And it's not really, you're not really.
Right?
But I
I
mean,
agree
he's
with
sitting
that.
there selling them all though. You can't be asking for everything if you
Mhm.
fat and you ain't got shit going on.
Correct.
So,
Right.
yeah, that's.
I
that's
find
why
that
people
in
love
order
it.
to be,
Especially if you're not even that young. You damn near 35 and shit.
I think in order to be successful in the workplace, it takes a certain level of, it takes a good hold on a lot of masculine traits. I want to say,
Yeah.
like characteristics.
Is that what frame is? Like
No,
your character?
Well, I mean, your character, that is kind of what frame is, but it is like, so like, for example, when a woman is successful in the workplace, she's going out fighting. You know, like y'all know, if you go out to work, you fighting for that promotion, you fighting against other people for that promotion. It's a combat zone out there. Really, like not literally.
That's
but
why you
like,
need a muscle.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you have to have these kind of, you know, masculine traits. Kind of, I feel like I call it masculine traits, but call it whatever you want. But like these, so when you come home, these women come home to their man, that it's hard for them to put away that masculine energy and step into that feminine energy, which is what men want, right?
Mhm.
Right? You don't want to get off of work and come home
to
to more fighting. Like you
Yeah,
fought
right.
all day at work.
Fighting.
Come
So
on
you
to the
come home
Terminator
and
shit.
fighting.
Literally. Rise up.
Arguing with your woman. And I find that happens a lot. You know, I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it in friends' life and family life. That anytime a woman is a high earning woman, they come home and they're dating that woman. It's fight after fight for no reason. They're like literally dumb fights all the time.
Fight for control.
You know why?
man.
It's always
a
over
fight
control.
for control.
Why?
Because at the end of the day, the woman does just hope and wish that the man makes more, and that covers most of everything. So it really shouldn't be that stressful, and they can kind of do the womanly things they want to do, whether it's stay at home mom, whether it's going to the gym, going things with the girl. Like that's just like what they want to do. So it's like, why is it stressful? I don't want to go to work every single day and hustle.
Your expectation can't be that high.
Right.
You know what I mean? You settle for something
Mhm.
in that person,
because-
even if they're not making that money. You settle for something in that person.
For
So
some,
expectations
yeah.
to
Love this
succeed
motherfucker,
what you
bro.
think.
my take is like women think the dating scene right now is fucking Build-A-Bear Workshop. Like I don't get that. I don't get it. But it's whatever. Like I just feel like we all gotta do better. We all gotta do better.
Everybody gotta do better.
Mhm.
But I feel like so. Okay,
a
so
woman, at least if she is like your 6-figure income, or she's your, your hustler woman. Like, there's a lot of
it's
them out here.
almost. It's almost.
Please meet my hustle. Like, your hustle has to at least match my hustle, or there's gonna be resentment built over time. Just because, yes, a woman is looking for a man who brings in more money and is just successfully holding it down on the financial aspect.
But it's low key like a blurred line between like these mangy ass women right now, between like having their own mangy ass.
Oh, mangy.
Just like it's a difference between like having your own hustle and then just like I'ma just live for me type shit. Like which
So like
I
savage
don't know. I
versus
feel like a
successful.
lot of women are on that shit right now. Like they just
I think they try
on some baby boy, like mama gotta have a life too type shit. Like,
I think a lot of these women are kind of. I don't know how to say it in any better words. Like they're trying to be the man, right?
Yeah.
And so when they come home, they want their man. They want to come home to a clean house too. They want to come because they making the majority of the money. They think their man should do that type of feminine work. But like it don't work. Like a lot of times I see the high earning women like be demasculating their men.
Yeah.
I see it all the
And
time.
how you expect for something to change? You gonna
Right.
be masculine, man.
But like he might still be on his hustle, but maybe he like make less than you, but he's still hustling. You know, like I don't see no high earning woman dating no bum like who like ain't doing shit, right?
Mm-hmm.
Playing video games and eating Cheetos on the couch.
Hopefully you're making money.
Right.
Hopefully you're a great gamer.
Like
shit, eating all the kids.
right, unless you're making
yeah, that's
money.
the thing. It's just like there's really no excuse to be lazy because even if your shit was playing video games, you can make money.
Yeah,
off
you
it.
can make money
money
doing that
Right,
these days.
yeah.
Even
And
if you're not
like
good at it, just
Right,
record
it's money
yourself, put
going
it on YouTube, and boom.
Right, like it's hella females
Twitch
out there
stream.
like playing video games right now just because they know they're gonna get paid for it. Like they could be no good at video games,
Lots
they
of
still finna get
Men
paid.
and women.
Yeah.
Just because of how they raised or whatever, they just get famous off of that.
To
Right.
me,
Yeah,
lazy and no job are different. And lazy and money and the amount of income you make are not always, those don't have to go hand in hand. You will know a lazy man versus, just because you may not make 6 figures, does that mean that you're lazy or like you're just a piece of shit? No, that just,
I mean, you got different
Life is hard.
types of situations,
Right.
obviously, right? But generally speaking,
But if you're dating, if you knew he had a hustle like that and you started dating, then I mean,
That's the Build-A-Bear.
you know what I mean?
That,
That's when
It's
you gotta
just
look at it
like,
like, alright,
I can
I
change
can
this
change
person,
it.
yeah.
Yeah.
But like a lot of females like love that shit. Like they're like, oh, I'm finna craft him into what I want him to be.
but a lot of dudes be trying to do that too.
well, you can't. If
Well,
everybody
A lot of
works on
dudes
their
I just
craft,
feel
do that
like-
too.
if everyone works on their craft, you won't have to craft anybody else. There's always going to be a little gap and a little miscommunication, and men and women are men and women for a reason, right? But
That's right.
That's a special
You
guest.
did this?
No, I feel like men like I don't know. Like what was you just saying? Like my bad, I just got
no, I just wait. What's it? When it comes to money, and when it comes to do you think most women want to be with a man who makes more money than them? Right? Yes.
Yeah, I think most women want that. Yeah.
Yes, correct. And nobody wants to date like a lazy man, right? Just as no man
But
wants
what
to
if
date.
though? What if?
Or what if?
What if you just like that person for what they was,
Well,
and you make all that money?
How do you even get to that point?
But that's what I'm saying.
I
Or
get-
A lot of women will do that though.
Yeah, but you
And
have
then
to
they get to the point where it's like fucking okay, I didn't settle for this, and ain't no change in progress. Then it becomes a problem.
Yeah, but if you see him lazy, because a lazy dude is gonna show that he's lazy. Like,
Hold on, what?
you gonna see that on front because he's lazy, and then you're not even gonna take the time to get to know him.
Can't say that.
right.
When y'all
Can't
say
say that,
lazy,
can't
when
say
y'all say
that.
lazy, do you
Can't
mean
say
like
that.
somebody that just doesn't have a job, or he just works a job that doesn't pay enough?
Which is what I just said. There's a difference, right? But
There's
you're not gonna make the most money if that's one of your characteristics, right? You're certainly not gonna have much muscle, right? lazy,
Sure, if
right?
you're lazy, for sure.
Your frame's gonna just be slumped, and your game's not gonna be shit. So, like, that will just kind of be what it is.
Sure, laziness will
so I think
factor in all
you
of those.
can't be with somebody for potential, but money, in my opinion.
Well, no, that's not. Well, okay.
But you can. I'm saying what they say
Yeah,
is don't date
potential matters,
potential.
but you have
Don't
to
date
recognize
potential.
Even though that person might be lazy, might see some potential.
No.
No.
You ain't no potential in lazy, bro.
Correct.
No
If you're not
potential in
making,
lazy, bro.
depending on the
No. But like you
So
can
what-
see, potential's in the hustle, bro.
you see it.
If you see
So,
the even if they
exactly.
broke
That's what
right
I'm
now,
saying.
but if you see
That's
it,
what I'm
know where
saying.
they're
You
going.
probably saw the potential when they were hustling or whatever.
Correct.
but that's a
Shit-
hustle. That's not
But
lazy.
shit happened. Shit happened.
Right.
But
Shit
ain't no
happens,
potential in a nigga playing video games and fucking
I ain't say all
watching
that.
movies
I ain't
and
say
shit.
all
But
that.
that's
Yeah,
lazy. That's what I'm talking
yeah,
about.
Yeah, that's
If they not doing
that's
it.
video going with it, hell,
Money
If they not
comes,
doing it.
right? Money comes, money goes. But at the end of the day, I think it is true to say that every woman, most of women, would like, and they would be chasing a man, or they would be more attractive to a man if their money is right. Does not mean that that is the only thing that they're looking
No, of
for,
course
because there's
not.
different reasons for the seasons. However, what does that money look like? Just period. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, because I know women that.
and just be aware of that. And I would imagine that a person with no job at the bar versus a person who is in a suit, like buying drinks and just whatever it may be, like that's just the initial superficial
Right, that's the reaction, right?
of a woman.
But that's what
money
so
shit.
that's what I mean is at
You
the
ain't
at
gonna
the
be-
face
Yeah.
at the
That
forefront.
motherfucker get camouflaged. They get
That's where it
camouflaged.
ties back in.
The
To
money
the
shit
money
don't bring
muscles frame
happiness.
of game is because like shit. If you lacking on one, you hit them with the combination. Like you
Of
make up
course, you need
for
all
what
of
you
that.
don't got.
You can't.
So I mean, shit. He could be a bum at the bar, but if he got his muscles and his frame right, he.
Of
You're on
course.
the way.
Of
Or
course.
You're on the way.
Like he can still
Of
talk
course.
about your
Well,
draws.
that's when you get to that. That's when you get to the fake it till
But
you
can
make
I say
it,
this
right?
though? Dudes that have money that get the women that they want, I feel like there's a control thing now. Because the minute she tries to like leave him or something, he might start smacking her around and shit.
You never know.
I mean,
No, I mean,
I
yeah,
gotta
there's
say
some
that,
dudes like
yeah,
that.
nah.
But that's not
Somebody
indicative
like,
of rich
you
men.
believe
Like,
this
that's not.
motherfucker.
You could
Yeah,
some
yeah.
niggas get
Fuck
mad at
off.
me. Yeah, like you ain't going nowhere, bitch. Yeah.
But to be honest, as a woman, it's
No.
like I of course
I mean,
would
some.
like.
You don't want to be with me.
Some, bro, but like that's not most. That's not most
Buddy,
men.
they came out
Most
the
men
bushes.
ain't trying to beat you up.
Prime example.
Right.
Hey,
Yeah,
most men ain't trying to beat up women, even if they got money.
This nigga
But-
just
They
like
could
that.
be
But
very
rich men-
arrogant.
No,
No,
worry
just
about
hold on. Rich
But
men,
not beat someone
rich
else.
men.
Just like that.
Listen, if you gonna pull up a chair, bro, grab a chair and pull it up. If you gonna talk and be on it.
Yeah.
If most men ain't trying to beat up their woman when they get money, that's crazy.
It's just how is the man
No,
with the
I
money?
mean,
That's crazy.
yeah.
At
It's
that
like-
point, what the fuck?
That's crazy.
What's the point?
I can
Yeah,
vibe
yeah, I can vibe
Why
at
would
that
you
point.
just
I'm
come
real
by?
proud at that
Right.
point because
Right, just
I
come
got the
by.
money. That's the
Listen,
best one.
listen,
Oh,
if
I can buy a bitch at that point.
But so that's my question. You talk
Bro.
about money, right?
Alright, so let's
It's
talk
like,
about Diddy then. What
You
happened
can
to
have
Diddy?
all the
What
money in
happened
the
with Diddy?
world,
Diddy
but the
smacked-
rest,
Diddy-
like,
Diddy
I
smacked
don't want it
bitches
if you
around.
just don't know what you're doing
Oh,
with your
man.
money.
huh?
If you make all the money in your world,
Ain't
all
Diddy,
the money in the
ain't
world,
Diddy
like,
curb stomp?
how
Ain't Diddy
are
curb
you
stomp
with your
Cassie?
money? Like, what does that
But-
look like, right? It's like, I don't want to be with somebody who just has a lot of money, buys a lot of things, but then is just like real rude and a
No,
jerk
but
off.
a man with money, a man with money has built an empire already.
Not always. But most.
Where else
You
is he
hope
getting
you
money?
hope
Like,
that
he's
the
built it-
money
he's built
is
his
from
empire.
himself. Yes.
He's built it already.
Right.
So he's got an empire. So he's a busy fucking man. He's busy, and all he wants is a woman that's gonna bring him peace, or add to his empire. And he's already built it. So he's not even really looking for a woman to add to. He's already built to it. He just wants a woman that's gonna bring him peace, take care of his home. That's all he cares about. So if you stepping out of pocket, he'll just let you go and find another woman who will. He's not gonna get aggressive with you. He might chomp you off at first, a warning, whatever. But he's not getting
a nigga with money
he's not
coming.
fucking-
A nigga with money coming to a
But they-
female ain't got nothing. It's a control situation. at that
Control.
point
It's
as
control.
well.
I'm telling you, bro.
It's saying know your
No.
place because I'm giving you something.
it's
that
No,
you
more
know.
so
no,
like-
not
fuck I
control.
am.
Yeah.
I feel like
It's not control.
I
It's
feel
look, this is my life.
Diddy is a
You
prime
either
example.
part
Can
of
we
it
talk
or
about Diddy?
goodbye.
Ain't Diddy a prime example of just what
No,
this is?
it's not like I'm finna
Or
force you to
physically
do.
putting hands, he physically forcing Cassie to do
sometimes
what
It's
he
not. I'm
want.
finna force you to do what I want just because I got money. It's bitch. You either gonna follow these rules or I'm gonna find another bitch.
find
that's
another
like, I got
one.
money.
But that's what I'm saying, but he don't want to follow other one. He wants to
He wanna
manipulate
keep-
control.
he wanna
No,
keep
he-
her.
this is
Don't.
control. Yes, because
No,
he got
he don't.
in position because of control. He
If he's
controls his
married to
company.
her,
That's not
He
the
owns his
majority of
money.
men, bro.
Why did OJ?
I didn't say
Why did
majority,
OJ
but that
kill?
is-
Why did
that is-
OJ do that?
That does happen.
That's not the majority of
They
men.
might not be the majority, but it
Yeah,
does
O.J.
happen a
Simpson.
lot.
Yeah, I'm not
More
saying
than
it
it
don't
does.
happen. There's
Killed
also
that
killers
bitch,
out
bro.
there. That's not what we talking about.
Facts.
All right, you don't
That
want
happens a
to
lot
talk
in that
about
upper
nobody
echelon of money. The upper echelon of money is control.
Are you
structure for a
insinuating that
female.
most rich men are
It's not
that
just
way?
you just go and leave. No, I am controlling you. You
No.
gotta escape.
Nah, it's a difference. So put it like this. I put it like this. In that aspect,
He's crazy.
if I'm already goddamn done set my shit up, I done became this or whatever, and of course if I'm putting you in a position to fucking be, you're making me money, you goddamn right. At that point, it's a control thing. It's like goddamn, okay, if you're gonna leave, well guess what? All these assets and this shit right here, yeah, that shit gonna come to me because I put you in that position. In that case, it's kind of a control thing because I done put you on. You see what I'm saying? I done fucking help you.
Ain't
do
nobody
this,
know who the fuck
and
you
I
is.
help you do that. You see what I'm saying? Now in that situation, yeah. But in overall, here now, the average man, I don't give a damn if I'm a millionaire. I'm not finna control no bitch. I'm not finna
Right.
be a bitch.
That's
You get the
not-
fuck on.
that's
I got
not
$1 million.
most rich
I got $1
men.
million in my bank account. The fuck
Right.
need
I
you.
don't.
I'm
What
not
I
finna
need
do
you
that.
And the
for, you
ones
can
that-
find another one.
Yeah.
The ones
You
that do
either
that
you either
like
mold to my life
I'm the one that flew.
or
you
goodbye.
up.
I found one who will.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to control you,
Yeah.
but like
Oh,
these
shit.
are the rules of my life. If you step outside of it, goodbye. Like it's not a control thing. I'm not gonna try to fight you into being in my
Yeah,
family.
you don't want to be in
I
it.
want peace in my life. I'm out here all day fighting the world trying to make this money
However,
to take care of me and you and whatever kids. I don't need like any type of. I'm not gonna control. Like if it's controlling, I bet it's because of the kids, right? If there's kids involved, he don't want to leave, right? He's not gonna kick you to the side because his kids involved now. Now he might be a little bit more controlling, but he still leave like goodbye,
Yeah.
goodbye.
No hesitation.
More often than he would get aggressive.
Let me see what's it.
It's
Kanye
not-
West
because
and
it's true,
Kim's
nigga. It
situation
sounds
is
good because it's
crazy.
true.
I think Kim left. I don't know how that situation.
Yeah, it's a little controlling when you get to that certain level.
Kanye
bro.
West and Kim
When you get to
Kardashian.
that certain level
Yeah.
and that certain level of self-absorption.
'Cause she got
and,
money, too.
and you think everything revolves around you. You know what I mean? In those type of realms, like you just not just leaving. It's not a thing because now my pride is at play. My image is at play. What I look like, I'm just high and mighty, and you just some
You just
average just
gonna-
gonna think
you
you're gonna
gonna
up
do
and
this.
leave.
I will say this: if Kanye West wasn't
I
famous,
tell you
he
when
would have
you
never
decide
been
to
with her,
leave.
bro. He would have never got with her. He wouldn't have had a chance.
It's not a right way to go about it. You know, we wouldn't go about it that direction, but I'm telling you, there is a lot of.
I love you, Kanye.
I'm not saying
There's
that
a
there's
lot of
not men
there's a lot
out
of
there
rich
that do
elites.
that.
There's
But
a
it's
lot
not
though.
most.
There's a lot though.
It's not even
I can't
close.
say
I'd
most,
say that's
but
a
it's a
small
lot.
minority of men that do that.
so
we get to that level, it's a lot.
if you're a man of money but you're not a man of service, that's a red flag for me, right? So it's how are you with your money, right?
Yeah,
it's
you
sort of
got
what
that, too.
I was saying.
There's so many
What you
different
mean?
things. with this.
So it's
A man of service. Explain what
so
that is.
it's kind of like if you've got a woman, right? If she is making six figures, but she's just sort of like carries herself, and she's just sort of like a rude or maybe entitled, like excuse me, like cocky bitch to you. Like, is that maybe like the energy
Like,
of the
she
person
thinks she the
that you
shit.
really want to like be around?
Right.
Like, it doesn't matter if she has all the money. So what
Like
I'm
her
saying.
You
shit.
said she
Is-
was entitled to it, so I mean she got every right. If
Well, I'm
she
saying,
making more
like-
money than me.
Right, but what I mean
Her
for
shit don't stop.
the males, right? You're talking about the men. Hear me out. You're talking about the men, and you guys are talking. You know, y'all were talking about the control piece, but it's, you know, what are you and who are you with your money? So you could be making bukus, and yeah, that feels good, but like how, like if you want me to be in your life, right? Like you will know if money is just the one and only thing that they can kind of stand on and use to like their advantage,
Now
right?
the thing is this though, can you handle my lifestyle?
That's
the
what I'm
whole question.
saying.
Can
Right,
you
but-
handle
but-
my lifestyle?
Right.
Because when you come in, you already know the rules and regulations. Like we said, the rules and regulations. You go up outside of this shit right here, then guess what? That's strike
Right,
one.
bro.
Go outside this shit right here, that's strike two. You might get a strike three, you might don't. But if you get a strike three, then after that shit is done for.
We better
You can
hope
go
that you're not only
females.
girls.
You can go females the same way.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Female with money be controlling the same way.
Exactly.
which is what I was saying.
So the motherfucker
I feel like
that
it's
You
worse.
don't think over be controlling stats in that?
but
So a lot of women
so who to blame? The person that's sticking around, ain't it? The person to blame is the person that's sticking around.
Facts.
So if you can't handle that shit,
Or
then get the fuck
live
out.
that life.
or depending on what type of power they got. What type of power they got? It's hard to leave with that type of power.
And it's
Diddy
not
blowing
your.
up. Diddy was blowing up nigga cars.
Diddy
He
was
blew
crazy.
up Kid Cudi car.
Ah!
You see what I'm saying? So it's also
But
the type of power
that's
you
a
got.
prime example of somebody with money and no game. Like you can front all day and act like you got game, but like it's real ones that's gonna know you faking.
Okay, so
Like-
that could be the piece. Then the game
That's-
brings in the controller than
It
that.
don't matter how much money you got. That's
If you
not
ain't got
gonna
no
replace the
game, then you got to control the situation. If you got more game, then you can navigate.
I'm
around
gonna
with
pull
that.
back.
Game lets you
Anybody
control the
with money
situation
like
without
that-
it.
No, I'm saying if you don't got game,
No.
you want to more so be in control because you know that, you know what I mean?
Your game can help you control the situation, all right? But let's move on, all right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
we can move
that
to
was
the
mine.
muscles, but let me just pull it back. So what I said was a man. How are if you're a man with all the money but you're not a man of service, that's a red flag for me. So a man of service would be somebody who is not just like this cocky jerk who, it doesn't mean just your partner, right? It's somebody who is a man of service with their money, who's
Who's taking
successful
care of
because
you.
they've worked hard, they're taking care of you, they're taking care of
Right.
your family, but there's just, I don't really know what the word would be, but there's a difference between making money and I guess
being a provider.
like if there's two men in front of me and they both make
So we gotta,
they're both millionaires, right? Okay, so is there there's the millionaire who is, I don't know how to explain it, Mel. I honestly think you might be able to
I
help.
think I know what you're talking about.
listen, we got a comment that says, "Isn't my way or the highway mentally still controlling?"
Right. What is it?
If I'm rich and I've built an empire, then yeah, it is my way or the highway.
But I don't want to be a part of your empire if you just stand on
You got
being
more
rich,
control.
right? Like
No,
an empire is
that's
not
what I'm
just
saying.
money.
No, if I've built an empire and
I'll
I'm
put you
making
on.
money and I'm taking care of you financially, I'm providing for everything in your life.
But
Then
then you
yes,
want that.
it's my way or the highway. I'm providing. I'm taking care of everything in your life,
Right.
in my life. Everything's taken care of from my hard work. Then it's my way or the
That's a
highway.
mutual agreement that you got to come to.
Right.
Saying
And
I'm
if you
providing
can't do
you're not adding-
then I'll find a woman.
Yeah, I'll
who
find
can.
somebody that
You're not adding to it.
That's all it is.
Versus
And I'm
someone
not
who's coming
going.
and adding into it.
I'm
It's
not
a
going.
different
I'm not
shade.
going to push someone to do it. I'm not going to fight you to try to do that.
What?
No, I'm just going to find one who will, because there are plenty that will.
There's plenty that will. There's plenty, and that goes to all traditional versus not. But then it just depends on the experience.
You
But
can be an investor in the company, or you can be an employee. Like if you investing with me and we building this shit together, and you.
But
bring
if
me
I've
money into
already
it,
built
but
it,
if I've already built it, then you're gonna be feeling more like employee, unless I'm like a Jason Kelsey, Travis Kelsey tapping with Taylor Swift. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
It's not really equal because Taylor's on a whole different level, but at the same time he coming with his own avenue,
Right.
his own
Russell Wilson
So-
this
so
year.
so
that
question
type of
then.
situation. Jay-Z and Beyonce, you know what I mean? You come into a understanding that we both invested in this, so it's not like
Hey,
just
Sarah
like,
Rock.
Beyonce's like, didn't he cheat on her and she stayed? Isn't she supposed to be like the height of feminism for like Beyonce's supposed to be like the spokeswoman for feminism?
So
And he cheated on her and what?
But-
She stayed, right?
Jay-Z
So, like-
know he the prize.
Right,
So
he knows
she
this.
gonna
He
stick
knows
around,
this,
bro.
and she's
You
not
right.
gonna leave, even though she
Exactly.
make good money.
so my
So
question
that's
is
it.
for
That's
you guys.
But you think that he
It's
gonna
a
let her
realm.
leave? though?
It's
But
a
you
realm.
don't think he gonna let her leave?
But it's the round that it.
No, you don't-
What do you mean?
She not
You
gonna
don't
let
think
him
you
leave.
you don't
He
think you
owned
don't.
down to
you
90% of what she have.
Yeah.
Bro, he's
Nah,
the
he
first
don't like-
billionaire.
Yes, he
in the
does. He
fucking
owns
industry.
damn near 90% of what she
You're the
have.
reason why the Nets and Brooklyn.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah, I
so,
feel that. I
so
feel that,
her
but
leaving,
Beyonce was
to be
Beyonce
real,
without-
her leaving only
So you
benefits
saying
him. It benefits
Beyonce
him.
is not Beyonce without Jay-Z?
No,
What?
Hell no.
no,
What?
no.
Okay, maybe.
Who took her out of
sorry.
Destiny Child? Who took her out of
You're right,
Destiny
you're right,
Yeah.
Hold on.
Who told her that they trying to pay her solo artist?
I mean, it is not even all that. He's the one
Well, I'm
that's
just
being like,
saying,
hey,
like,
he's-
come on,
he's-
man.
He's putting pieces. He's
right.
he's definitely he's
Like, he's
Bro,
your manager.
He
Right. No.
he benefits over everything.
I heard
Leave if you want to.
but-
Leave if you want to.
But why? But why?
But
Because
listen,
his
listen.
smarts as a businessman does what? Say, I
Listen.
need this piece of the puzzle, so because I know how to mold this.
He
Now,
still
give
got it, regardless if you leave.
no. Okay, you think he could do the same thing with Cassie?
Who? He didn't invest.
Jay-Z.
Who? He didn't invest in
But
Cassie.
it don't
like
matter.
that.
I'm saying because it's a different artist. He knew
No, it
exactly
ain't.
that.
No, it ain't.
That.
I'm
top
gonna invest in my
echelon-
wife before I invest in this other bitch.
I know, but he said I want the
I'm
top
just
echelon.
saying.
I want
Alright,
the top echelons
listen. I don't care
to
about
be my
Beyonce.
to bring up in a sense.
Listen, I don't care about Beyonce and fucking dick.
Yes,
I don't care. All right,
It's all
they
analogies.
have
It's
their
all
own
analogies.
situation. My point is that most women want money. Let's move on. All right.
To men. So is
So I'm
it,
saying all men should be working on their money at all times of the day.
so
Go
is
ahead.
it unattractive to a man? Like, are you guys just looking for women who don't have hustle or women who don't make money? Like, I
No,
don't.
men don't care
Bro,
about
Why
that.
do you don't
Yeah,
care?
yeah,
Why?
yeah.
Why do you not
Don't
care?
care.
Because, man, standards is low as fuck. Like, we don't give a fuck.
Well, then
Like,
there you go. That's the problem.
If you're a bad
That's
bitch,
not true.
Just say, yeah, man.
That's not
Give me a
true.
chance.
I'm asking a question. Like, is that?
I mean,
The more money I make, the less I care about her money.
It could be
All I care about is your spending habits. I don't care about your
Spending
money.
the more money
How
I
you-
make is the more time that we can spend together. Now, if you got your own
To do
situation, I
stuff.
feel like you know what I mean.
Right.
You got kids.
So like if I make good money and I'm
That's
looking
the
for a
way.
serious relationship. I'm talking about a serious one, not fucking side bitches. I'm talking about a serious relationship. I'm looking for a woman who can take care of the home. A woman who's gonna be the mother to my kids. I don't want a woman who's gonna work 24/7 or like have this hustle the same. Like I'm gonna do that because I have to work hard and make all this money. But I want my woman to stay. Like as fucked up as it is, and then people go, "Well, misogyny, whatever." I want my woman. If I'm rich, I want you to stay home and take care of the kids. If we have kids, if we don't have kids, then go do whatever fuck you want to do. I don't care.
Right. Are
If
you
you want to
also-
go work, go work.
At
But
this
the
point in
moment we
time,
have
it's
kids,
ingrained within our
now I
DNA.
want you to make my house a home. Like men, like we buy shit, but y'all turn shit
We
into
buy shit
like,
too.
Yeah, but understand what I'm
Sorry.
saying.
No,
Y'all
no, I'm
turn.
just
I
saying,
buy a
we buy
house,
shit
you
too.
turn it into a home.
Absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying? Like that is what women are good at, and I'm looking for women who like a woman who's gonna be like
A
that,
woman.
that home, that caregiver kind of mentality. That's what men want, right? A woman who can cook. And as fucked up as that might sound, you might call it misogyny.
No, it's not fucked up.
But motherfucker, I'm telling you, there's a truth to the words. A way to a man's heart is through his stomach. There's some truth to that.
I agree.
There is some truth to
You want a
that,
homely
especially
woman.
man.
It's not
We don't got
misogyny.
time to
It's
go.
I was
literally,
saying,
literally ingrained within our DNA.
I'm not saying a woman belongs in the kitchen.
No,
That's
I-
not what I'm saying.
That is so valid. I love that you said that. She doesn't belong in the kitchen, but
No,
you want
but
a woman who
man, if
you
she-
feel
if
so
she
loved by
enjoys
that.
cooking-
Like it's about, and sometimes the food may not be, 100% A1, but it's the
Right.
she cooked for you and you feel
If
loved.
she take care of me, I
and-
know she can take care of my kids.
So I got a comment that says, excuse me, what I do means nothing. You don't care what I bring to the table. A woman can bring more than in the home.
Yeah.
Facts. You are my counselor.
Man, all
Listen, that's crazy.
the
Listen.
female doing is bringing another table to the table when I need a fucking chair. That's all that's happening.
I agree on
What does that
that.
mean?
I agree on that.
What does that mean?
I agree on
They
that.
just
Too
think
many
ain't
tables,
no
not enough
fucking
chairs.
thing to bring to the table, bro.
Go ahead. What does that mean?
So little
What-
tables,
like,
not
hold
enough
on.
chairs.
Hold on, what'd you say? I didn't hear you.
No, like all I'm saying is like, all right, I'm at the table, but like you bring in another table when I need a chair. Like I don't know, females
Right.
just they
I
trying
like-
to do too much. They trying to
Yeah.
take the place of the man.
Right.
They trying to fucking be the breadwinner just so they. Oh,
Yeah, well, when y'all leave, what's our plan? Are y'all just, and then y'all are complaining about
But that's
all
what-
the
that's
other-
what-
You have your
We
own
don't
hustle.
leave.
Have your own
Men don't
Yeah,
leave.
nah, man,
Hell
don't leave.
yeah.
Percentage of the time, men don't leave. The majority of divorces are started by women.
That's true.
All right, they're like
I divorced and started by me.
80%
You're right.
of divorces
Facts.
are initiated by the woman. Right, men don't leave. Once we commit, we are committed.
Good, bad,
Right?
right or wrong. We
But
in that thing.
we will leave before we commit for sure. But once we're committed, boom, there it is.
And
But I'm not gonna commit to a woman who thinks
Some
that
situations,
I make like she's trying to make money too. I'm not gonna like make your money, but the moment we have like I'm not gonna want to have kids with a woman who's like I make all this money and I don't want to quit my job. Like, well, no, I want a woman to quit her job when we have kids. Stay at home.
Mm-hmm.
If I make the money,
just make sure you're making it, and that is solid for sure.
well, that's all I'm saying.
Because if not, it makes it tough.
If she make more than you, is you finna quit your job and watch the kid?
We hope so.
No, I'm not.
So why do you feel like that's a standard for women to do
Because
that?
I'm not.
Because
I'm
it's
not gonna
ingrained
date
within
a woman
our
that makes more.
DNA, bro. This has been happening for years. Men has been going out hunting and bringing that shit back to the family. Like, we don't go out and hunt and then eat half of it on the way back to the family. No, we bring the whole situation back in the female divide situation. That's what female usually handle the bills, especially in the black household. They handle all the bills. They handle the checkbook. You see what I'm saying? They balance that. I know what I'm giving you. Make sure everything is handled. That's you. That's us going out hunting, bringing it back for you to do it. But the difference with females, females are naturally selfish. They have to be. It's genetically ingrained within them to be selfish because if something go down, I need you to take the kids and run this way. I'm gonna take the bullet. I'm gonna go down here and see who fucking messing around in our kitchen at 3 o'clock in the morning while you upstairs getting prepared to take off if I give you the word to take off. You have to be selfish, but in that selfishness, in today's world where there's selfishness, then they turn around and get their jobs on top of selfishness, so they eating half the bacon before they even come to the crib, because that's that selfish nature. But it's good for your females, for our women to be selfish. You have to be, because we want to give it to you so you can divide it amongst, and we go out and handle business. That's within our DNA. It's passed down through genetics. It's already, it's ingrained like that. So we want that woman who is going to accept these roles and say, okay, boom, because the woman is the spirit. You see what I'm saying? We go to church because with our mothers, our grandmothers. You see what I'm saying? The woman handles the household. That's why it's also important for what women we choose, because she may have your kids doing some all type of other, type shit. But it's for that, because they birth that child through. They bring it through. We're physical. Men are physical. We touch, we see, we feel. Women are spiritual. That spiritualness is not in the physical realm. The spiritualness is in the household. This is our sanctuary. Hold the sanctuary down with the spirituality. Pray over us, me before I leave. Pray over the kids type energy. I'm going to go out in this physical realm and get physical.
And we are trusting that you will bring home.
I don't need you to get physical.
Yes.
This is me.
Right.
Men are physical. So that's why we go out. And that's why we want our spiritual women not to be physical, but to be spiritual. And that's the balance.
Right, because men in general lack in these areas.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. I just, you just hope that you
Because
are
of the way
able to be
society is
financially,
developing, man. That's why a lot
to
of
make
men.
that so
It
that
seems like
can
a lot of
happen.
men gonna lack in that area because of the way society is now. Anyway, you know what I mean?
Well, I mean, you see the way society is now, and men are becoming more emotional people and feminine in nature, right?
More feminine.
And
And
so,
women
and
become
that's
more
happening, but you also see women becoming more masculine in nature. So we're starting to like even out and shit.
Role
but
No,
it's-
that's true.
No,
like
it's become role
it's
reverse.
fucking up.
It
because
is fucking up.
Fucking us up.
Yeah, it is
Man.
fucking up.
Because
But it'll fuck you up too when you're a woman in a marriage and you have kids and you decide to quit your job so you can do the stay-at-home mom stuff. So I said you better make sure you can bring it, because
Right.
there's nothing worse than when you do that and whether you were ready for that or born for that, and then
that's
the
all
man
women.
can't handle
You
it.
have to be
Hear me out.
careful
The
about
man
the
can't handle
man
it. Then what do you do?
Well, you have to
because
be
of that
careful
physical,
about
because
the
that
men you
physical
choose.
female is going to kick the men out the house, because the world right now is set up for independent women.
Right,
It's
so
set up
now
for
we have to
single
do
mothers.
what? What do we have to
Single
do now?
mothers can only be the ones that get in Section 8. You can't bring no husband in there and we all struggling together. No, you can only be a single mother to get them Section 8 vouchers. You can only be a single mother to get certain Medicaid and certain amount of welfare and EBTs and
Right.
tax returns.
Right.
It's
Right.
it's all built on
Right.
it's all built on separation of the family. They want to kick the man out
Right.
and then have the women be that physical realm and take you away from us. So now there's no more spirit. Because
Right.
men gonna be physical. We still out here in these streets.
Right.
Women are now physical, all the way
Yeah.
physical. Where's the spirituality? It's all masculine right now. There's no balance of energies.
Well, I mean, no, because there's always going to be a balance. So the more masculine women get, the more feminine men will get. I'm trying to tell you, men will become more feminine because they're chasing women. And these women who are masculine want feminine men, but it doesn't
But
work
it's that shift right
in the
now.
long term. It doesn't work in the they think they want it,
But it's
but
that
then they
pendulum.
realize they don't.
They know, yeah.
Once
Now
they
realize
find
they can't handle it.
Right, they don't like it. Then they start cheating on them. They do this. Like they don't
Pushing
really
them
want
out.
a feminine man. But they try to so these masculine women who make all this money will think that they want this family man to come to stay home and be a stay-at-home dad and take care of the house. But it don't work. They always going cheat. They cheat.
It's like they want their money, but then they want to spend your money.
Yeah. So
that's how the rich shit rich.
And the first thing they do is he at home with the kids.
That's how the rich stay rich, or the rich stay ratchet.
Alright.
No, I mean, if the general's gonna flip, let him flip. I'll let you pay, baby. Go ahead.
It's not in my DNA.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm kicking my feet up.
In my
Yeah, you gonna take care of the house and the kids?
Yeah.
You gonna do all that?
You changing diapers and pampers.
Why not?
She gonna go cheat on you. Cool.
Hey,
Now she bring other kids home. Since you daddy daycare, she bring other kids home.
Right, they're cooking dinner.
Me and LaRonda
Dinner's ready. Where are you? I'm at the bar.
Hey, me and LaRonda going out tonight. She wants you to watch the kids.
The baby getting lighter. Hold on now. That's a blue out baby. That ain't my baby now.
Bring it in. Alright.
It's different though.
Alright.
You
Let's
daddy
move
daycare
on.
now, bro.
Let's move on, bro. So we was talking about money, muscle, frame again. Let's move on to muscles. That was money. I think most women like money. Let's talk about muscles.
tough one.
Muscles is pretty much self-explanatory, just the same way money is. You're gonna have more options as a man if you take care of your body. It's something I'm just learning. I'm fighting for it. It's something I'm working on, but it is true. If you have a damn 6-pack, 8-pack, most men don't have that.
Right.
Most men don't have
Or
that.
you just look like the first string running back for the
Right.
fucking-
Most men don't have these types of things. But it's not just that. It's take care of your health, take care of your physique, dress
So then,
well,
but
take care
what's
of
more
the way you
important?
look.
What outweighs is it the money or the muscles? If you the
It's
owner
all
of the club,
important.
if you
It's
the
all
owner of the
important.
club, but you the swole ass nigga dancing in the middle of the dance floor with no section, just
None of these could survive on its own. Not with a real relationship.
Okay, so
Can it though?
Not on its own.
Can it though? Bill Gates, Jeff Bezos.
Game can't survive on its own either. Game can't survive on its
50
own
cents.
either.
I mean, look, money can.
All of these things can pull women on its own.
In
But
the
you
U.S.,
can't keep them.
in the U.S.,
Not
money
all
can survive on
motherfucking
its
pimps look
own.
like models, man. Like that's what I'm saying. Like you
That's not. I'm talking about a real meaningful relationship, dog. I'm talking about building a meaningful
Hey, but you
relationship.
got his man. That's
Yeah,
a
you
real
can pull.
relationship.
Listen, you can pull a
His bottom
bitch.
bitch is a
You
real
can pull a bitch
relationship.
on game alone. Yes, you can pull a bitch on money alone. You can pull a bitch on muscles alone.
Physique
But you
does
can't keep them with just one of them. You need all of these.
Right. But you gonna
Yeah,
survive.
you can have physique and be
I don't
broke.
know.
Survive out here. You got all the game in the world. You can survive.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah, you be bouncing from
Some
woman
niggas
to
get
woman.
lucky, man.
I don't know, because you got the ugly motherfucker in the world getting bitches.
Yeah,
But the only reason they get bitches because they got a good job.
There's something right
Yeah,
there.
yeah,
What
yeah.
did I just say? What did I just say? You just proving my point.
I know, that's what I'm
Right.
saying.
There's
So
something
I think,
that
like you
is-
said, it's not gonna keep him for long. Yeah.
All
You
of
might
these
be the
will
ugly
have you,
motherfucker
will
in
have
the
you
world.
bouncing. If you
Exactly,
have
yeah,
just
yeah.
one of these, they'll keep you bouncing from woman to woman. If you want a real meaningful relationship with a woman, you need all of these. Really, you could get by on maybe 3, maybe even 2, but you need all 4 of these to maintain to keep you on
to keep you on.
in the same.
to survive in this life.
I gotta be
Honestly.
My
a
debate
better
is
version of
like,
Chris
you don't
Brown.
need all of them, but if you got the right combination, you'll survive.
Yes.
Yeah, if you got a good combination of all of them, you don't gotta be the richest and the most swollest and the
That's not what I'm
goddamn.
saying, but you should always.
But you have to have a good combination of,
'Cause
and
my shit-
some can outweigh others.
Sure.
Your money can be better than your physique, but you also got personal chefs and eating healthy. You know what I mean?
That's
Same
all
way.
part of.
Yeah, I'm saying so you can have bits and pieces, all of them. You don't have to have all of them equally.
No, that's not.
and divested.
No.
And they will never be all 100% period.
But you
Like,
should be
know,
striving
just
for all
striving
of
to
it
get
at
those,
100%.
right? Like
That's the point.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm saying. Is you should be striving. As a man, you should be striving to get these at 100% to the best
Yeah.
to your ability at all points in time. You should be striving all
Well,
40.
that all equals 100%.
Now, I'm not saying you're gonna make it.
I think it's equals 100%. You can't all have 100%.
No, listen.
Totality is 100%.
No, listen. You should have, like, okay, you should be striving to be a millionaire, right? You should be striving to have the perfect body.
And be the most
You should be striving to be working on your game.
Yeah, but in my perfect body, I'm taking time away from getting my money.
Yep.
And then my $1 million is not going to turn into $1 billion. It's going to stay at a fucking million, trying to stay on my swole tip.
But it will all come together. It will all come together.
So it's a percentage. It's percentages that you're working with to equal the whole you.
You're not listening. I'm not talking about the end goal. I'm talking about your effort. Okay, you're never gonna reach perfect in anyone in these categories, but you always give 100% in all of them.
Okay, so 100% of a day. You can't give everything 100% of the day. I can't 100% of a day,
bro.
But it is, so I can't take 100% of this day and just straight body.
That's not what I'm saying.
You see what I'm saying? I gotta mix between my body, my mind, my money. You see what I'm saying? All that in one day.
You know that's not
to make one me. But that's how it is though, because you only got that 24 hours in a day.
Bro,
you gotta
wake
slice
up
it up
every morning,
do.
go for a run, take a shower, go to work.
Yeah, but if I want to be my top physique, guess what? I gotta have money so I can fucking fall back and then get at my top physique. Like LeBron James, I got money. I can spend $2 million on my fucking body a year. You see what I'm saying? So I don't have to be worried about money. The money's already there. Now I can work on my physique. But if us coming up, now you got to know how to divide yourself amongst all those categories to say, I want to put more percentage in this, and I want to put more percentage in this day, and the next day I may want to put more percentage in this. You can't be at 100 each time. It doesn't add up.
You know. What I'm saying,
you gotta divide your time just like
I'm not talking about dividing time. I'm not talking literal 100% dividing time. I'm not slicing up your time in like some sort of pie chart, bro. I'm talking about you should be trying to work on these at all times. If you're going through a day and you're sitting there playing video games, you should be like, fuck, I could be in the gym right now. If you're not working, you should be working on something else. You should be doing something else. Or if you not like. There should, at any point of the day, outside of sleeping, you should be working on one of these 4 things.
But sleeping is also working on your mental health, your physical health.
Yeah.
It's all important.
You need rest.
And it's all a percentage of what you're working on. So today I can work on this more than I'm working on this.
Okay. So
today I'm working on this more than I'm working on that.
You're just
it's the equal, it's being equal yoked in a sense.
I'm not arguing semantics with you. What you understand what I'm trying to say. All y'all understand what I'm trying to say.
I hope you understand what I'm trying to say.
I understand what you're trying to say.
It still take time to build.
Of course it does. Of course it does.
You can't build that shit in one day.
Of course not. Of course not.
So it's like shit.
And you got to pick and choose.
I'm gonna work on my money first.
Yeah.
Money's more. I would say money's more important.
Then when I work on my money, then I'm gonna work.
This is the order I'm talking about.
I'm gonna work on my frame after that. After I get my money, I'm working my frame because that way I'm gonna set boundaries.
Nah.
I'm gonna set boundaries into my income. So guess what?
Frame should be the first thing. That's how you're gonna carry yourself, like demeanor, manners, all that shit. Like if you.
If I don't got money, I can't sustain that. If I don't got money, I can't sustain that.
But if you're gonna put frame first, then money and most all that shit come. Either
First of all,
money or most come
break down frame.
So if I got money, that's my structure. That's my structure. I already made my money.
So your
my frame is what I'm choosing to have around me at that point. Whether it's female, male, or whatever, that's my frame or what I choose to have around me at that point. So I'm gonna work on my frame as I get my money. That way I'm already stable enough to take care of myself.
So your frame wouldn't be encapsulated within getting your money?
No. My frame is when I get my money.
No.
Then I know the people that I keep around me or the person that I'm gonna have a relationship with gonna be within that frame. Not outside.
But would that be the frame that you utilize to get your money? Like my frame is okay. This is a frame keeping us around to do a podcast, right? That's a frame to say now we're putting into this to do this. Frame. I want to put people who do business around me so that I know my frame is getting money.
I get what you're saying, but no, that's not the frame of what I'm talking about. The frame is me, my frame. It's not my surroundings. It's not what I'm doing. It's none of that. My frame is me. I done established myself. So as whatever I made myself. if I'd have made all this money.
All right, stop. Hold on. Time out. Frame. Okay, this is how frame is explained and understood, right? Frame. It is important as parents, right? Y'all listening?
Yeah, I'm just like.
Frame is important because you build your kid's frame, right? By the time you become an adult, you've already established your frame. Your frame is there, right? The whole goal of an adult is to maintain that frame, right? Of a man, right? To maintain that frame. So that's why it's important that parents build their kids up to maintain to a certain frame, right? So when you get into the dating scene, you have a frame. Your frame is your discipline, your level of how you carry yourself, how you talk, how your friends talk to you, how you talk to your friends. This is all your frame, and women pick up on this shit. Women will pay attention to how your friends talk to you, how you talk to them, all of these things, right? And your discipline, your frame does control your money, your muscles, and your game, right? Your frame controls it all, bro. It does, because frame is discipline.
You gotta understand this.
No, let me finish. Discipline is the backbone of frame, right? It is the backbone of frame. Discipline will control your frame. It will control your money. It will control your muscles. It will control your game. If you have no discipline, you will not make money.
My rebuttal with that is wrong, because I can make money all fucking day long, and it would never stop.
Discipline.
It would never. Yes, it can. It would never stop. It would never stop. If I got a fucking high paying job, and I know that
how you have a high paying job?
I'm just saying, if I have a high
how did you get that high paying job?
It doesn't matter.
Yes, it does.
But it don't matter how I got it. If I don't stop that shit from making my money,
you can't get a high paying job without discipline. Is what
that
I'm
doesn't
saying.
have nothing to do with discipline.
Discipline is
like, what are you talking about?
No,
you just went the whole 360s.
No, I did.
Discipline is this motherfucker setting his alarm and waking up.
Exactly.
That's discipline.
That's discipline.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay, that's my point. That's my point.
Is that not what I just fucking said?
That's my point. So if I'm disciplined,
you just said I'm wrong, nigga. What do you mean?
You're wrong about your aspect of what you just said. Discipline has nothing to do with who comes into my life or anything like that. If I'm disciplined, if I'm disciplined enough to wake up at 7 o'clock, even if I stayed out to 6 o'clock in the motherfucking morning, I'm disciplined enough myself to get up at 7 o'clock. Nobody's making me get up to go to work. Nobody's making me do that shit. Right. So when it comes to discipline, you discipline yourself. So if I'm making all this money, my money's not gonna stop. Because I done discipline myself, because I know I make this much money. I make this much money, so I know my discipline not gonna stop. If I fuck up anything, I know this certain amount of money is not gonna come anymore. So my discipline is my money. You know, that's not my frame. I know I'm gonna make this money. So my frame is this. The motherfuckers that come around me and hang around me, that's my frame. That's the shit that keeps me where I need to be. If I see, yes it is, because if you telling me, I know I gotta be to work at 7 o'clock in the morning, if you telling me, let's go out and I know we're gonna be out at 6 o'clock, guess what? I'm not gonna go, because
that's discipline.
That's discipline yourself. That's not discipline everything else. It's discipline yourself, because you can still go out.
I know. Define discipline.
But you start to keep the...
You're trying to say discipline within relationship wise, but it's discipline within yourself.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm not. I said discipline is what controls your money, your muscles, and your game. You can't.
But it doesn't control your muscle or your game.
Listen to what I'm saying. If you can't wake up and go to the gym because you have no discipline, then you're not gonna go to the gym.
But you don't have to.
It takes discipline to go to the gym.
If you hang around a lot of undisciplined people, then you better switch it up so that they don't.
Not really, because I hang around a lot of undisciplined people, but it doesn't make me.
But that means you have discipline.
Okay, then.
My discipline doesn't matter who's around me.
So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Discipline is all on how you discipline your life.
Are we agreeing? I feel like we're agreeing.
For example,
As he said, I'm showing you how to roll.
It's falling into like, are you the company you keep?
Yes.
I mean,
to an extent.
At the same time,
but discipline will keep you from.
Regardless who's there.
Regardless of who's at the crib.
You know the saying with association breeds assimilation, right?
You don't give a fuck.
You've heard that, right? Have y'all heard that?
I like
Hey,
that.
What?
with association breeds assimilation,
Yes.
right? And that's the same, but with discipline, it doesn't. You understand what I'm saying? So like, the more with association breeds assimilation. Meaning, the more me and you hang out,
I mean, that's
the
birds
more
of a
we're
feather
gonna
flock
start
together.
to fucking think alike, and we're gonna start acting. We're gonna
Unless
start
your
doing this
DNA
shit
is different.
similar.
Not really.
Unless your DNA.
That's what that means. But
Not
if
really.
you have discipline, that shit doesn't happen.
But that's what I'm saying.
Okay, Jay-Z
I feel
said.
like we've been hanging out for motherfucking 2 months.
So how can you
I ain't
say that?
Like none of y'all niggas.
Jay-Z, but look.
Seriously,
Jay-Z
bro.
said, I'm gonna show you me.
And I'm still here.
I'm gonna show you me in a roaster because I do it for the culture. I'm gonna show you how to move in a room full of vultures. So regardless of the same birds, same of the feather flock together, thank you. So, but that's his point. Was saying birds of feather flock together. If you in a room full of like mind, you're gonna assimilate yourself to the like mind, unless your DNA is different and you showing niggas how to move in a room full of motherfuckers who ain't on the same vibe.
What I'm talking about is the more we hang out, right? If I hang out with this nigga every damn day, and let's say he moved in here and we live together, we hang out together, let's say we work together.
Right? So
the more me and him are gonna start acting alike.
Are we are world changes or did the world
But
change
discipline
me?
will keep you from doing that. The
Are
more
we are
discipline
world
you
changes
have.
or does the world change us? Are
Bro,
we gonna
what?
start acting
Are
like
you listening to what I'm saying?
You sound like the end of a Boys in the Hood movie.
But the same situation, you say y'all moving in, so now so that means you gotta start acting like this nigga because y'all moving in, or are you gonna
I'm
still be you?
I'm not saying you will naturally start to do
It's
this.
just like shit that just be happening.
Hopefully your discipline, your DNA can bring this nigga.
That's what
We don't lower our frequency, we higher. We
What
don't
did
lower
I
the
just
frequency.
say, bro? That's what I just said. I didn't say lower or rate. I didn't say nothing like that.
You were saying hanging out with him, and
The
if he
more
gets
me and
every
him
day,
hang out, the
more
more
y'all
alike
act
we're
like.
gonna become. The more things we're gonna start moving similar. We're gonna start thinking alike because we hang out all the time.
But is he following your lead or you following his lead?
That's not the point. There's gonna be things about me that he's gonna take on. There's gonna be things about him that I'm gonna take on.
But when it matters,
we'll
we're talking about the
fucking
things
start to
that matters. Like
closer.
we can take on different slang. And I like how you smell. Let me get a little of that scent. And I like the clothes you wear. I can rock your style. But are we talking about discipline? Are we talking about how we're actually physically manifesting
Yes, you
realities?
can teach
It's
discipline.
like, yo, I really like that.
So
So
now if
I should start doing that.
Right,
So
right.
now
If he's more disciplined than me, and he's like, "Yo, let's go to the gym.
You
Let's go to
should
the
be
gym.
that,
Let's go to the
but
gym."
go.
I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, all right." And he's gonna wake me up and howl
If
me.
you're more disciplined than him, are you gonna start following his undisciplinary?
No, bro.
But that's
People
what we're
look
saying.
up to each other, bro. People
Or they look down,
bro.
Or they look down.
Why you hanging out with people who look down?
Or they look down.
doing that shit.
Bro, y'all not. You.
And when it comes to men and women in a relationship
I ain't gonna
too,
do it.
you're hoping that you both can be like.
It's not saying we're
striving
looking to
bring
do
us
that. We're
together.
trying to build up, but in
Are you
certain
gonna do that
aspects, you get caught up in situations where you got to start checking your circle and saying, "Are we on the same page?"
Of course, that's my. Why else do that unless you're scared to assimilate?
Yeah.
Why else do that? If you hanging out with someone, if I'm hanging out with you and I think you fucking up, I don't want no part of it. So I'm gonna distance myself from you.
Or iron
Why?
sharpening
Why
iron.
else would I do
But the
that?
discipline,
Unless I feel like your bullshit.
but listen, if we talking discipline,
and we
if we
gonna
talking,
build
if
each
we
other
talking discipline, you would have been like, "Well, that shit, I don't fuck with that."
Yeah.
That's discipline.
That's iron
You don't
That's what I
just,
just said.
you don't just, no, you didn't, because you literally said,
you
said if I see somebody,
you disassociate yourself.
you disassociate yourself. So
That's discipline.
no, it's not. Discipline is saying,
building you up.
discipline is saying this, bruh, that shit was fucked up. I can't fuck with you on no shit like that. You do that shit again, boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean? That's discipline.
That's discipline as well.
That's discipline.
You don't just kick him out the house. You tell him like, "Look, I don't like you."
Yes,
Fucking
it is. Nigga, that's both discipline.
I'm gonna look at you weird.
No.
I'm gonna look at you weird.
But if you picking them in
I'm
your
looking at you
circle,
weird.
you see certain aspects amongst them that you want to.
All right, if you
uplift
tell
and
him, "Yo,
also
don't do that
assimilate
shit again," if you tell him, "Don't do that shit again," that's fucked up. I don't want no part of it. And
But at
he
least you
still
told
keeps
him.
doing
But you
it.
told him though.
That's when you
That's fucking discipline. That's what I'm
But
talking about.
you don't discipline yourself off the first mistake.
point though.
That's not what I said. I didn't say nothing about
Build
first.
consistency.
But okay, if I tell you this off the rip, nigga, that shit was fucked up. I don't fuck with you after that shit.
Sure.
After that second time you do that shit again,
Right,
guess what?
there
I
you
just
go.
associate myself. I'm not fucking with you at that point. I'm not
Thank you.
finna. But
So
just off that one little shit that happened, no, I'm not gonna fucking disassociate myself. I'm
Obviously,
real.
I never said the first time nothing. I'm just saying.
That's what you said.
No, it's not. I said, listen.
You can say if he doing something I don't like, nigga, I'm disassociating myself. You didn't say then. That's why I said iron sharpens iron. That's why I said iron sharpens iron, because guess what? If these are people I'm bringing around me, I see something in them that say, yo, we're gonna build. Now we may not be on the same level. You probably think it's a crib, but guess what? He ate your fucking red lobster you done had. You see what I'm saying? The next thing you know, now you kicking him out the crib. One time the nigga ate your red lobster, now you kicking him out the crib. You know what I mean?
But next
Or
time.
you gonna tell him. You ain't just gonna kick him out, you gonna tell him, nigga, don't eat my shit, bro. Like, yo, I fuck with you. You ain't but that cheddar business. Is that cheddar baby?
Hey, he double dipped the butter, goddamn.
You like this nigga right here?
Hey, that bitch double dipped the
Look,
butter,
nigga,
man.
you got to go, nigga. You got to go, bro.
It be like that though.
But that's what I'm saying.
Because now you taking away from my money, my muscles, my frame, and my game.
But so that's why you gotta have those conversations.
Come on.
That's why those specific conversations have to happen amongst your
Your
council,
friends and your
amongst your
significant
circle,
others.
because you gotta have that hard conversation. Say, look, this is what I like, this is what I don't like,
Right.
and now we moving because I want to know what you like and don't like, and that's how we moving. If I come in here and just go ham on you just because I open the fridge and my cheddar bay biscuits is gone. I'm like, damn, bro, we never had this conversation. Like, I feel like you're going after me. I thought the open house was open. I thought
I mean,
this was
that
family.
depends on how cool we are, right?
I say you buy a
If I don't
bottle.
fucking know you like that, I ain't
drink the whole
distance that
thing.
shit. Like, I'm just gonna distance myself from John. But if I know you, we boys, then obviously I'm gonna give you some leeway. I'm gonna let you know about yourself. But if you keep doing it, then I'm gonna distance myself. Y'all understood that? Come on, y'all knew that shit. Then you don't fucking know me at all.
Don't do that.
You don't know that.
Don't do that because right now we're
Because
talking
you know
little.
what I'm talking about.
I know, but
all y'all niggas know what I'm
look,
talking about.
we're not talking about for us. We're talking about people who watching.
The way you phrase it.
And the people who don't even know you like that and saying, okay, we're pinpointing every point
Alright, fine.
to sharpen that iron.
Yeah, like dudes that I don't talk to, like I don't know your ex.
So now we're still coming back to now we're still coming back to what? Foundation has levels.
Why you talking to them, bro?
There are degrees to foundation.
Or not your ex, but like baby mom or something.
Are there not levels and degrees of foundation
There's
now?
levels.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we saying.
Once you get your money and you build that foundation, motherfucker can't break that shit. They can't break it.
I think first is in your DNA.
Right.
Because if you ain't got
I think your
nothing,
DNA
if you ain't got
has
nothing to sustain yourself, you ain't gonna make it. You ain't gonna make it.
That's why I think it's your
Cause the
DNA.
thing about it, you can't.
No, we didn't.
You can't fall back on your muscle. You can't fall back on your muscle. You can't fall back on your muscle. You can't fall back on your
Before
muscle.
that, he said foundation. We was on
You can only fall
foundation.
back. Only thing you really can fall back on is your looks and your.
I think it depends.
Your
What you mean?
DNA.
No, you can fall back on him. What you mean?
No, your principles, your DNA, which is your foundation, who you is. Because if I lose all my money and I get a sickness, but then I know that I can goddamn cure myself, and it may take 5-10 years to get back right. I know my foundation is still heavy. Because guess what? My foundation is gonna not let me fucking mentally die. My foundation is gonna rebuild my body because I'm gonna
separate foundation from frame. What we talking
foundation
about?
is DNA or DNA. To me, it is your frame. It is what.
So we talking about the same thing.
I don't know, bro.
That's what it
Keep
sounds like
saying
to
this,
me.
but I be saying something, you say something different, and then when I say something again, you say we saying the same thing. I don't know. All I'm saying is what I'm saying. And then from there, you can express if it's the same thing and pinpoint exactly how you're saying it. But how I'm saying it is your DNA.
All right.
How you were genetically made up with two parts coming together and saying, boom, this is a whole new part. Two parts come together and say, boom, this is a whole new part.
What two parts?
Your mother and father, those are two parts come together and saying, boom, this is your whole new part. So your DNA,
That's
based
not
off
DNA.
of also, that is your
That's
DNA,
not
based off your genetics on your whole family, how they work.
No, your frame is how you were raised, sure, but like.
No, I'm talking about what's in your genetic makeup code, because your genetic makeup code is different than my genetic makeup code, bro. How I deal with shit, how my family deal with shit is different than how we as black people is different than how her family raised up in her genetic makeup
Did
code.
genetics wake up for you? Did genetics eat for you? Did genetics go to work for you?
It
Did
does.
genetics make money for you?
It does.
Or did you do that?
No, it did. That's what happens. Because if two fat people work out right now, this has been scientifically proven because they did it. And two fat people right now start working out before they have children. That workout gene is going to be birthed in that child. You know what I'm saying? Before, if they start eating right, even if they're overweight, they start eating right 3 months before they fucking had a child. That is going to be birthed in that child.
So you're really speaking then into
It is
like
necessary.
habits of your genetics.
Because you're changing your mind. Everything is mental over everything. Mind controls your body. You can literally heal your cells through your mind if you know, because mind is matter. You can have 1,000 push-ups. You can be a swole nigga, right? You wake up with a brain aneurysm, and that swole ass body ain't gonna get up by itself. Our mind, so we have to change how we think.
All right.
That's foundation. That's foundation to me.
All right,
I'm bringing it back to foundation.
All right. Let's stay on topic. All right.
Is that not topic? When we talking about
No,
foundation?
it's not a topic.
So we're gonna talk about foundation.
We was talking about muscles, game, and frame. Let's go ahead and go to game.
Framework.
Explain game. Let DeMarco explain game for me, please.
All right.
Can you?
I mean,
You got the Moss jersey on. You got
game basically, to me at least, is, I mean, like some people say, it's like either you're born with it or you're not, but you can develop it. It's just
You can learn.
Like my main thing is just like act like you've been there before. It's just like you can fake it till you make it. Like, but real game though is just talking some like men or women like can have game, but that's like talking somebody out their draws basically. Getting them to do whatever you want them to, like you, like bitch, I'm the puppeteer, you my puppet, like I'm gonna make you dance right now. Like that's what my words is finna make you do. That's game. That's what game is to me at least.
When I think of game, I think of that. I think of, no offense to men, I think of like player mentality or like pickup line like where does your game come from? Like what does it look like? You know, it's definitely.
So
I think of game as like disingenuous at times. I guess.
Disingenuous.
Yeah, because
How so?
I mean, like.
Oh, to fake it till you make it part?
Well, no, trust me, I don't think so. I think we all have done that. We all do that. But when I think of game, I kind of think similar to that, or like what.
What's disingenuous about it?
Well, if you don't have the rest, or like you could just like
yes,
so like that's why there's an order to it, kind of,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Huh?
Like that's sort of why there's an order to it, right? Like your game is gonna be some type of way if maybe the rest of those are not.
I mean, okay. So how I define game is simply how you talk to the opposite sex, right? Particularly for men, it's how you talk to women, right? And understanding where you are in your level of money, muscle, game, and frame, right? Understanding where you are in each of those, you can make sure that your game leans on your strengths, right? So like,
is game a verbal thing or is game a physical thing, right?
Both. It's very much both. But like, it's very much both. So like, if you have money and nothing else, then your game can lean on that. You know what I mean? And you can pull women that way. If you have muscles, you have good physique, you look good, but you have no money or whatever, your game can lean on that. You know what I'm saying? But you play it differently. Every man here has a different type of game based on where he falls in those 4 categories. So that's what I mean. Game is all about understanding where you lie and playing on it when you talking to women.
Alright, so I got a comment. It's like game is the art of seduction.
It's what?
The art of seduction.
Yeah.
Art, right.
At the most basic
I mean,
level,
game at its basic format to me is like what it is, game. Like, you know what I mean? I came up playing particular strong points as basketball and baseball. So that aspect of a game, it's like, okay, what are you sharpening? You see what I'm saying? Am I working on my dribbling today? Am I working on my shooting today? Am I working on my free throws today? Am I working on my batting today? Am I working on my pitching today? You see what I'm saying? Working on my catching today. So your game has different levels to that. So now as far as the female aspect, it's the same way because men, in my perspective, look at female as a game. Like as we are the hunters, you are the hunted, you are the prey. And we are looking at you as game. as
Right.
prey.
We call it a
So,
dating game for a reason. It is a game.
For a reason. So now in that aspect, there's levels to that game. What am I sharpening at today? I may sharpen my tone. Tomorrow I may sharpen how I, touch you and look at what my dress. That's a whole different aspect to a game because it all adds to the whole. Like they say, if you look good, you play good. You see what I'm saying? Do you understand? It's prime time.
But are you?
Shout out Prime. But the same way, if you have the whole blackout jerseys on, it's the blackout game. That we playing a whole different than we got the white jerseys on. When blackout games hit different. So the game aspect of is what level that you're trying to pursue and what degree. Are you semi-professional? Do you consider yourself professional? And then what are you working on? Just like as in the sport, what are you working on to sharpen that game? So that guess what, you can hunt that prey specifically. You can be that sniper and not just a nigga riding a bitch.
Right.
It's really just an enhancer. Like it's gonna enhance any other like money frame.
Yeah, but it's putting those up on the forefront. So my
Are you
point
putting
is,
up game? Are you on game?
no,
Or
learn
in
game,
the
but
game.
everybody's
Right, that's the
game is
difference.
gonna be different. My
You can
point
be in the
is,
game, but still
his
be on the
game's
bench.
gonna be different from my game, right? Your game might be jokes, right? If you a funny dude, you might lean on that more in your game, right? If you got money, right, I might lean on that more in my game, right? I might buy you more drinks.
Your game
Gang-
could be your game
But I'm
could be
gonna
the
show you that.
Gang to me is using your words to get what you want.
Okay, see,
That's
that's right.
what
That's
game
right.
is.
But see, I was saying that, but no,
That's what I'm
game,
saying.
guess what?
It's not.
No, you
That
can
is
be,
exactly what we all said.
but no, listen, no, you can be the quiet, shy nigga. That's your game. You can be the quiet, shy sniper. You've been sitting there for fucking 3 days. You ain't took a shot. They don't even know you there. You hit one shot, bow, headshot. You just a quiet sniper. Them some niggas game, bro. But you know your game and you know how to sharpen. And now you know what degrees. Okay, now I know this game, but also I know this game. And I can know that game. And now I know multiple games. Now we come on, bro. We've been around the table. So now certain females, you know that I can't just be the loud nigga. I can't just be the nigga who joking. But some people know I gotta be the most loud nigga in the room because that's the one she attracted to. I gotta be the dressed nigga. You see what I'm
That's
saying?
what I
So
mean
you
by
gotta know the levels of
disingenuous,
the game.
Nah, I disagree.
No, it's not disingenuous because you see what the prey wants. The deer want the deer corn.
Man, no.
Turkey
When
want
it's
this.
just, when it's just with your
When
words,
you
what you
hunt-
say.
When you hunt certain prey, you have certain.
Listen,
bait.
I done seen a lot of men in the
I see what you're
room
saying.
go for the. I done seen a lot of men in the room go for the finest bitch in the room
And don't get it.
and rejected the fuck out.
And she want the
Right.
quiet nigga, so you gotta know that certain prey will have certain bait.
So
It's like a fish. You know the nigga ain't biting no worms. Let me put some crickets out here. He ain't biting no crickets. Let me put a fucking jig out this bitch. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have a certain bait.
I understand what you're saying, bro.
It's really the long game is really what it should be.
Y'all
It's
not-
like the long game, not game. It's like the long game because that's
All
what
y'all
you
playing this shit in the sense of just picking
Females
up
know
women.
too, 'cause they be
Understand
doing
what
the
I'm
same
saying? Let
thing.
me finish what I'm saying. All I'm saying, like all y'all playing this shit in the of just picking up women, right? I'm talking about meaningful relationships. If you fake this shit, it's gonna show.
But like I said, fake it till you make it. Did we say fake it till you make it?
If
Sometimes you gotta fake it till you
it's
make
gonna
it.
eventually show. So
But if
lean
you
on your
really
strength.
love this girl,
Right.
guess
And
what?
if
You may fake it
listen
till you
to-
make
let me
it.
finish what I'm saying, bro. If you fucking fake, if you lean onto some shit that's not real, right? If I don't have money in my game and I'm playing a game like I do have money, I might get her for the night, but that's it. That's it. She gonna fucking find out I ain't got no fucking money, and she's gonna leave. Lean on what you good at. Lean on your strengths. Those are the ones that will stay longer. That's what I mean. I'm talking about a meaningful relation, not just a hookup.
Sometimes you keep them on certain situations, like you trying to catch a stray cat. You know they want this food, and then you catch them in, and next thing you know, they love how you loving on them. You see what I'm saying? You catch them with what they surprised by, and then they love you for how you loving on them after the fact. Females be doing the same thing though, because they be acting like they quiet and shy. Next thing you know, they fucking ratchet and loud.
That
You
doesn't
see
mean
what I'm
that
saying?
they're
They
not
be playing,
a
but
game.
that's the game. That's game.
Yeah, but,
They're playing games,
yeah,
but
that's
but
game.
it's not real.
They catch you as far
And
as
you
like,
leave
yo,
them
I'm the
immediately.
good.
My point
I'm
is
this.
for the long term. Bro.
Yes, the long game.
But no, but you may not see that into the long term. You may not have had them.
But if
your
you play on
to
your
the,
strengths-
you done had them take you. You done took them to Thanksgiving, met your family. Next thing you know, they done turn
Hell
crazy
no.
on
What
you.
are you talking about? Listen,
Facts.
listen, bro.
I'm telling you,
You're
bro.
not gonna lean on your game. If you lean on something that's not your strength, it's gonna come out very quickly, long before she meets your family, bro.
Okay, so
Long before that.
your money is your strength. Your swollenness is your strength.
If
What's
your money
strength?
is your strength, then lean on that.
Somebody
And
said,
you'll
would
keep
clothes be a part of your game?
Clothes is,
Yeah, the
is
way you
part
carry
of
yourself
the
and your sweat.
No, it's not part of the game. That's part of your
No, it's a
muscle.
part of your game because just like you have a different lure for fish, it's a dress. You dress it. You have different lures to catch different fish.
Listen, when
I can't
say,
catch the same lure on a fucking on mahi mahi that I catch with a bass.
No, dude. When I say money, muscles, frame, and game, muscles is just a it's just a term, right? It's not literal just muscles. It's your physique.
Your well-being, your health.
How you look is your muscle. That's what I mean. It's your muscles.
I get that.
It's how you look. It's not just how you physically look under your clothes, but also what you wear. How you wear it. That's part of muscles. Can that lean into game? Sure.
Yeah, because you're more
But,
confident.
like,
you got a lot more.
Well, you got the mental show as well. That's a
But
muscle.
all these things kind of lean, like merge together. All four of these things merge together. Things can control other things that happens. Like this is what's important. I think frame is the most important thing, but you can't work on it first because your frame is given to you from a young age. You have that by the time you hit the dating world. You've already established frame. And you have to maintain it. You can build it. Don't get me wrong.
I think you build it.
You can
I
build
think
it.
your DNA can build it.
No, you can build
I think
it.
it's there.
It's not just.
Let me finish what I'm
build
saying.
it.
You can build it, yes. But your frame, that's why I say it's important for parents to raise your children right. Because of a nigga without frame is like, for example, how do I explain this? A dude who don't have no discipline. No, let me finish. Frame. That's what I'm saying now, right? Frame is how you was raised, right? It starts that way. You can build on it for sure as an adult, right? But it starts by the time you hit the dating world, you have a frame in place. So the point is to maintain that and better it, right? Always be better in it, but also maintain it. Don't fucking give it away. You could give away frame. You can lose frame. Like, you can do all of these things. And women are always trying to take your frame. I'm trying to tell you, no offense, but they, like, if you, for example, I ain't gonna say no names, but for example, you have a situation, let's say you have a drinking, your girl think you drink too much, right? You don't think you drink too much. You guys go to the bar together. You guys hang out together. But you stay later than she wants to stay. And she's ready to go. And you're like, I'm still drinking. I'm chilling. But she's ready to go.
How long y'all been going together?
Maintain your frame. But you can work on it, right? If there's an issue in that scenario with your girl, then you can work on that issue without losing frame, right? The moment she gets mad, or she
had to meet you out drinking at that point.
Right. That's my point. Is like if she gets mad and say she leaves or whatever, and you go chasing her out, or like now you've lost your frame. She's taking it from now. She controls your frame because you've given it to her. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's when we don't need y'all kick in and
right. You have to understand that you are the problem.
I'm better if you brought me here.
Wait,
I mean, but like if we drinking like that, like you know what it was when you met me, because we more than likely met at the bar, goddamn, and now you're trying to change my framework, and this is my framework. But it's on you if you want to add on to your house. Like, this is the frame of the crib. If you want to add on an extra bedroom and accommodate her, then, you know what I mean, that's what, you know, you got to do an aspect.
Whatever it is. It could be anything, bro. Like, if she's like, oh, you play too many video games, but you make good money, you do your thing, and you sometimes you come home from work and you just want to zone out in video games for like an hour, right? Yeah. And she has a problem with that. Okay, I'll cut it back to 30 minutes. We can work on this, but don't give up your friend. The moment if you working on it and then she gets mad, still, she's trying to take your friend. That's what I mean. It's like maintain
it's just
your
like
friend.
just don't fold, bro. Just be a
right.
man. Don't
Maintain
fold
your
on this
friend.
shit.
I mean, like I said, know when to hold them, know when to fold them. But certain situations where you know as a man you need to be that man, you can't fold being a man. That's what I'm saying. Becoming feminine out here because we folding being men, and we're folding letting them be men. we turning feminine. They turn because we are folding. We're giving up position on the board.
Yep, buying down a lot.
It was fourth and you know what I mean, 4th and 1, and now that's a touchdown. You know what I mean? It was on the 10-yard line. Now they on the 3-yard line. We giving up
4th
field.
and 1, yeah.
We giving up position.
Tush push.
You know what I mean? Brotherly shove.
Oh, brotherly shove. Yeah, brotherly shove. Yeah. Go ahead and get that first time.
I mean,
Giving up position.
get that brotherly show. They ass on my crib and they can't get in this shit.
Like, wow.
Fuck.
But that's the conversation. That's the conversation. Like, yo, I'm gonna hold down this. I'm gonna make this come down. When we out drinking, when you leave me, who paying the tab? I'm paying the tab, and you was there drinking with me. So you gotta know your position and goddamn hold on strong because, I mean, today's women are programmed to commandeer. Like men were the ones taking over, and women was always getting conquered. Now women is flipping and trying to be the conquerors. You see what I'm saying? And then taking but neglecting. You see what I'm saying? The spirituality had to get to the physical. We're leaving the spiritual to get to the physical. They're edging. They're really ready to get to the fucking physical round.
That's where I need the soundboard right now with the mic ups from How High. Dick drive this bus. Like, did we forget that? Like, everything's finna change. The whole future finna be fucked.
I mean, if we let it,
I think we can do a little compromise, don't we?
The thing about it, when it comes to compromise, when it comes to compromise, y'all women will goddamn sitting in the thing when it comes to compromise. When it comes to compromise,
no, because still within your genetics, you're still selfish. So you're not gonna be the one who come downstairs to check when the nigga is fucking robbing the crib and catch the bullet while the man stand up with the kids. You're still not gonna be that motherfucker. You're still gonna turn around and say, "Man, I want you to do this. Man, I need you to do this. Man, I need you to change my oil. Fix my fucking car.
Put gas in my
fix
car.
These pipes.
Yeah.
Get
When
my
it's
fucking
low,
electricity
turn it
going.
out.
Fix this house. Bring this foundation. Build this bitch. Go hunt. You still want all that, but at the same time, you still want to be the man. That's that selfishness tapping in.
That's that
So
shit
when you should be unselfish.
That's the shit I'm saying when women still want men. Like,
No, we need y'all to be
traditional-
selfish, but we don't need y'all to step on our grounds of being providers.
What I'm saying is, women still
we-
still want traditional men.
We need y'all to be providers.
You
We're not
understand
so
what I'm
We need
selfish.
to be the providers. We're never selfish. We're going to bring
y'all
the
hear
whole
what I'm
shit
saying?
home.
Women still want traditional men.
Sir,
Women
Yes,
still
they
want
do.
traditional men.
but they
absolutely.
can't handle it.
But women today are
And
not
men still want traditional women.
They
And
can,
Yeah, but women aren't willing to
men
be
aren't
traditional.
traditional.
They can't.
That's not
They
true.
look at all
I
the ratchet
believe that
examples
on
on
both
TV.
sides.
Hey,
and then
hold on. One
I don't think
conversation,
women-
please.
Yeah, I ain't gonna
Listen,
lie, I'm a city boy.
listen.
See,
What I'm saying is, women want
They don't
traditional men, and they hold them to that. You ain't gonna date a guy who's not gonna pay on the first date. You won't. You might be different.
You might.
But most women won't, right? Most women's not gonna go on a second date with a guy who made them split the tab or made her pay everything, right? Whatever. Most women ain't doing that.
Man.
So you want the traditional man. You want the man who's gonna protect you, pay for everything, provide
a
for
couple
you.
days ago.
But you not willing to be the traditional woman. And the traditional woman is the woman that don't have a hot body count, don't got no history of, ain't got no whole phase. Those are traditional women. Women who
You
like
may have a
to
whole
cook
phase,
and
but
clean.
don't have a whole phase.
Listen
That's
what I'm saying. Traditional women are the women who have like cookbooks that they got from their mama. Like these are traditional women. But if I say that now, I'm a misogynist.
No.
Because
contradiction,
all women
bro.
here is, we don't belong in the kitchen. That's not what I'm saying.
Other day, I was listening to 94.5 Young Jock, Shawty and all them in the morning. They had a little segment where a woman was calling in. She was at the grocery store, right? And she was bringing her groceries around, and some dude wanted to holler at her. You know what I mean? And she was like, "You holler at me if you buy these groceries."
And
then he went in, and then he went in like, yo, I'm not buying it. And then she went in like, don't be telling me you interrupted my shopping, you ordered my time, and you're gonna interrupt my time, and you're not gonna pay my groceries. And they had a whole little situation where all the females calling like, yeah, if you want to talk to this female, you should at least pay for her groceries. Yeah, if you want to talk to this female, you should at least pay for her groceries. But then a bunch of men calling the same way, like, yo, I'm just trying to, appreciate the queen and chop it up real quick. I didn't come here because guess what? I could pay your grocery. You just ghost me. Yeah. I can now do one thing and you don't see it again. So guess what? It has to come to an equal and opposite reaction. Has to link up.
I hate society. I hate this world.
So if
now.
we want to link, we gotta link on an equal playing field as far as what we both want, and that's called what? An agreement. If I'm doing this, providing this, then you're doing that. It's agreement. Just like you don't gotta bring a judge into it. If we have a perfect agreement. If something happens and we separate, you don't got to feel like, I got to judge so I can get what I want. No, we have a separate agreement. If this happens, then guess what? You're going to get this and that and that. If that happens, then I'm going to get this and that and that. We have our own agreement as a unified situation. And that's how it brings us unified versus right or wrong, misogyny versus feminism. You know what I mean? It's just an agreement that's saying if this happens, that will happen. And we come together and saying if we're going to link, this will happen. If I'm bringing this to the table, it's all I need you to do, baby. You see what I'm saying? Ain't nothing. It's just what it is. You see what I'm saying? I'm out here going. I will literally lay down my life for you and this house.
Listen, let me ask y'all something.
I just need you to just take care of the house if I'm fucking dead. You know what
All right, let me ask y'all something.
If I lay down my life, just take care of the house.
These 4 categories that we said for men, right? This is what we say these things because we believe this is what women want.
I know. Next week is the women.
Right? And I think So I want to know. If there are or something similar that women should be working on, like what are the 4
Y'all
things?
Tell us.
Right. So like, what do you think are the things?
No, we can't tell you. You the divine feminine right now. You got to tell us how you feel.
All of the
I feel
same.
like this.
No,
I feel like this.
All of the same.
I don't look for.
See, that's
Yes.
the problem.
That's as me.
That's the problem.
For me.
And maybe some.
For me,
more
as a man,
other
as a
things.
man.
But those are
Okay, so now it's 2 females too. It's
not the game.
No, it's
hey.
No. 2 is
Listen.
No, because females is game, but it's if you with a man or with you not a man. It's 2 different.
Listen, man. To me, it's like this. I'm not looking for nothing in you. If I find you the person I want to be with, then I'm gonna pursue it, right? So I'm not looking for nothing in you, but if you show me progression, let me finish. If you're progressing to get up on my level of what I'm doing, then I'm all for that shit. We can go deeper than that. But if you don't progress, then guess what?
That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I asked.
You're asking what should a woman do, but I'm telling you, we're not looking for you to do anything. We just want to see you progress. So the thing is, if you was let's just say you was this when I met you, and you turned into this person that's taking care of the house and doing all this shit, then that's progression. You see what I'm saying? That's progression. So it's not a sense of what they need to do, is the sense of can you catch on of what you need to do.
But it's a female.
Vice versa.
But it's a female with a man and without a man.
With
Correct.
So without a man,
I've been married and I've been single.
without a man,
Different.
women gonna handle their business, grind, do what they gotta do to handle what they gotta handle. But with a man, if you don't let that man then take his manly position and say, I now relinquish my man as a mother and a father, relinquish my masculine role to let you come in and be the masculine, and now I can just solely focus on the feminine, divine feminine, and spirituality, then boom, now we can come together and work. And that doesn't happen, and you still want to connect to your masculinity and still fucking wearing pants because you been out here getting it by yourself for so long and you don't need no nigga, and now I should bow down just because you accepted me and all this, then it's not gonna work because I still gotta be a man. So now if I can bring my mess, yes, if you get it from the jump. I'm talking about right now.
No, he's just saying about me. I'm talking about progressive.
I was talking about the female aspect, the female mentality.
You can't do that.
I was saying because she asked me.
So you want to be with a girl? So you want to be with a girl that doesn't progress? You want to be with a girl that doesn't progress?
I want to be. Listen, I know what I want from a woman.
Exactly.
Right. So I'm not gonna chase a woman who don't have these things. It's not.
Most of the women are not though.
They pray. We
gotta
chase women.
Are not.
No, when you chase the women, then you exactly.
90%
Then you see.
90% of the women are not what you
Was that the buck? Was that the doe that I run to kill? You chase what you want, bro. We men, we gonna chase. It's just what's gonna happen, bro. But now when you get there and 100 and kill it, then this is okay. I didn't really want that. I'm fishing. I didn't really want this fish. I ain't want no catfish. I don't eat catfish. I wanted some bram and some bluegill, some bass, some whiting. But I caught something I didn't want. But you still out. But you're still out there. What on the hunt? On the prey. On the trail. I'm still out here on the trail with my nose wide open, smelling everything.
Wrap it up.
Wrap that shit up.
Bro.
My nose wide open. What? On the trail.
Listen, bro. Listen. Okay.
It's time to wrap it up.
Take a minute. All right. Breathe. What I'm saying is, okay. So here's a problem with men today. Women go through this checklist at the front before they even call this man a boyfriend. They go through a checklist.
I can't go through a checklist with a woman.
This is what
you
women
can't go through
do.
a checklist with a woman.
Absolutely, you can.
No, you can't.
Listen to what I'm saying.
No, you
Just
can't.
listen.
You can't really though.
Yes, you can. Women go through this checklist.
Listen, bro. You can have a bitch.
Nigga, let me say.
And
Let
women
me finish
always
what I'm
go for the
saying.
checklist.
This bitch.
Women don't always go for the checklist. Women don't always go for the checklist.
Man, nah, bro.
Women be jumping shit, bro.
Relax.
Women are meant to be
Hey,
conquered.
relax. Everybody
Are
stop.
women meant to be conquered?
Mel,
Women be jumping ship.
listen.
Bro, if y'all don't feel, like,
Take a
let
break.
me
Ain't no
finish.
checklist.
Just fucking listen, bro.
There's obviously a lot of honestly like good conversation around the subject. However, okay, chill out. Let Jay wrap it up. Go ahead.
Listen, what I'm saying is women from the jump, you have that courting phase, right? Where you just talking to her. She's hollering, you taking her on dates, whatever. She is going through a checklist in her mind before she even decides to call you boyfriend, right? Men don't do this. We do this after we call her girlfriend, and then we go through the checklist. Yes, we do.
agree.
Yes, we
I
do.
agree. I cannot.
Because
can't agree.
that's
will
not true.
wholeheartedly
Because you
not
just
agree.
I
said
can't agree.
you just said you
No,
expect a woman to change
no,
after
no.
she's your girl.
Listen,
so you're going
no,
through that
listen,
same
no,
fucking checklist.
no.
See,
when she
see
don't
your
change,
definition of
She
what I
has to
said.
start
Listen,
somewhere.
and your definition of what I just
No.
said is so different.
No.
When I say
that's not what this nigga just
when
said.
I say expect to
But you ain't
change,
see that. You ain't
you
hear that.
change with the movement. If I
Man,
call you my
don't you
motherfucking
understand?
girlfriend, you change with the movement.
Well,
I don't. I'm not. If I
That's what I
tell
just said.
no, you
No,
didn't, bro.
you
No,
didn't
you
say
didn't,
that.
man.
You didn't say
Yes,
that.
you did.
And
No, you
earlier
didn't.
you
No,
said,
you
don't you
didn't.
understand what I'm saying? I understood what he was
Not
saying.
really,
You
bro.
understood what he was saying.
How y'all
I know
don't
exactly
understand
what he
I'm saying?
meant.
You didn't
You
say
said
that.
you expected
No,
a woman to
no.
change once
Yes.
you call her your girl.
Exactly, because we.
That's what I just said.
Oh my God. No,
Bro.
you didn't.
What, DeMarco, did
So-
I not just
so-
say
No,
that?
you didn't.
Are you saying he
Did
contradicted?
I not just say that
He
shit?
literally just did. No, you didn't.
So
contradicted
what is
yourself.
missing from the table today? And I'll be real, this has been
Before you call
really.
your girl, what you gotta do?
This has
build
been a
up to that
difficult-
point.
Build up to
Yeah,
that
build
point.
up to that
Exactly,
point.
exactly.
Now you my girl,
You
so I
know
know,
her flaws, you know
I
all
know
this
you
shit.
move into this arena. Now we can fight on this arena.
Exactly.
Now we can
I'm
really
gonna tell
start.
you
But listen.
what I don't like and what I need you to
You're
do.
not on the
Once
level.
once you start changing and doing that's progression. Throughout
Yes,
that point.
that's what I
And,
just
Now,
doing-
said.
and guess what? And doing
Now you
that,
going through the checklist.
But- and doing
Is she
that
changing?
point-
I'm not going
But
through the
no.
checklist
Yes, you
because
are. Now you
before,
see
no,
that
I'm
she
not.
changing.
Before I called
No,
you, before I called you
no.
my girl, before I called you my girl,
she has another progression.
before I called you my girl, I done took you through everything, not everything, but I done took you through shit that you shouldn't even go through before you even my girl. I done took you through shit. That's just average, man. I done took you through. I done brought you around my homeboy. I done showed you how we kick it. I done showed you all this shit.
You not my
At
girl
this
yet.
point- exactly.
You not my
You
girl
not
yet.
even
Went through the
At
whole
this-
checklist.
Not my
already.
girl yet.
Huh?
Not my
For
girl.
sure.
What checking?
If she made it through though, but she had to make it through.
Who is she checking?
She had to make it
You,
through.
nigga.
No,
Who is she?
she not
She ain't
checking.
checking the friends that's around. She's not checking
She
you.
no, she's not checking nobody. She's capitulating to
She's
this
not checking you.
environment.
She's checking the people that you're hanging around. She's
She
not
is
checking you.
transforming
checking the
herself.
frame.
No, she's transforming herself to see
Stop.
if she can fit
Stop.
into
Y'all
the
keep
framework.
yelling at the same time.
Can she fit into the
Can
framework?
I have a one-on-one conversation with Kelvin for a goddamn minute? All right.
Let's wrap this shit up.
My point is you saying, let's say this 3-month courting period, right? Courting, and then at the end of, let's just say, I'm just saying 3 months, all right? And then in those 3 months, you've taken her out on dates. You brought her around your friend group. She's not your girl, but you just want to see how she act around them. how she does in these situations. You are going through a minor checklist, right? But that's not wifey material. You're not going through a wifey material checklist. You're going through a girlfriend material checklist. You're going through a basic fucking checklist. You go through the wifey checklist once she's your girl. She's going through a, maybe not you, but women are going through a husband checklist in those 3 months. Is what I'm saying.
They adding up.
They looking at your money. They looking at how your frame. They looking at how you carry everything. They looking at all these 4 things that we just talked about today. They're looking at all of those things in those 3 months.
And if they say they don't,
and then the moment y'all become let me finish. The moment y'all become girlfriend boyfriend, now she's trying to get you to commit. That's where you start your wife checklist. That's when men tend to start their checklist to see if this is wifey material.
Both sides are lining up. If both
That's
sides
what
are
I'm
lining
saying.
Up, if she
But you are doing it backwards, is what I'm saying. No, let me finish what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying.
He gotta talk. He gotta talk. Come on,
Listen
Mike.
what I'm saying.
Come on, Mike.
Listen what I'm saying.
Mike.
What you doing is you doing. This is all men do this. What you do.
Listen, man.
But we need to stop doing this and start seeing
I was with
wifey
you.
material
I was with
at
you.
the jump.
Hey!
That's
I'm
what
asking this question right here. What's wifey
You can't
material?
see wifey
What's
material
wifey
from the jump.
material? I'm
Who
asking-
can see wifey
let me-
material from the
I'm asking
jump?
you the question. What's wifey material? What's wifey material?
That's what I was asking.
That's why I tried.
What is wifey material?
I tried to ask y'all.
Bro, it's companionship material. You bringing boyfriend and girlfriend and wifey and husband together. No, it's companionship. First of all, we see is companionship material. Now we can take it further and deeper,
All right,
those
let's wrap
levels of
this shit up.
companionship, but it's just companionship material.
All right,
That's
let's wrap
it.
up.
We're talking about wifey and for
Wifey
girls girlfriend. No, it's
Final thoughts. Where you
companionship.
going? Sit down.
wifey
What
material is
Yeah,
when they can fill out
yeah,
the
let's
money,
wrap it
muscle
up.
frame, and
Let's
game
do some
shit. Like
final
when they can
thoughts.
fill all
What'd you
that
say?
shit out and match the energy, that's wifey material.
What is it?
When they can,
But it's
match
companion.
money,
But it's
muscle
My
frame.
thing about this.
But it's companion.
Okay, so
material
we're like,
before
we
that.
can't even say that because we have motherfuckers that married to a motherfucker that ain't had a job their entire motherfucking
Because
life.
apparently y'all
So we
want the women
can't
to
fucking
teach
say
me.
that all that shit,
Sorry.
all that shit
Sorry.
is there. Money
Sorry.
is not there.
That's true.
It's not there, bro.
That's
You
not
gotta
what
look
I'm
at
saying.
it. You gotta look at it like this, bro. Wifey
no females here,
material
and, like, I'm
is
trying
what
to
you
be with
pursue
y'all.
after the fact you're in a relationship. That's what wifey material is. Everybody's gonna have flaws. I don't give a fuck what it is. She can have the fucking simplest flaw and you don't like that shit, but you're looking to go around that shit. You're looking for progression in her to change that flaw.
No.
And don't
That's
misconstrue.
what
No,
you're looking for.
Yeah.
no,
That's what you're looking for.
don't
That's what you're
misconstrue.
looking for.
Don't misconstrue wifey
So-
and boyfriend girl. It's still conscious companionship. You gotta have that
Stop.
conscious
All right, I don't want to get
companionship.
into that. What I'm saying is that, for example,
How we ain't gonna get into that? That's what the fuck we saying.
for example, I'm saying I would not in that 3-month courting period.
Is that conscious companionship?
Understand what I'm saying? In
So is
that
that what I'm
3-month
saying?
courting period, I would not choose to call this girl my girlfriend if all her photos are snapped on Instagram or
Why?
on thirst trap photos.
But you,
Because
but
I
you,
don't want that.
but you,
I don't
but,
want
but
that.
listen, but you would fuck her.
So
though.
why you gonna take 3 months
But-
on the side that?
But you would,
Stop.
but
Hold on.
you
One
would
at
fuck
a
her, though.
time, please.
But
Why
you
you
would
gonna take
fuck her,
3
though.
months on the side
Huh?
that?
You would fuck her though.
Yeah, but that don't mean shit.
But why you gonna take 3 months to the
So
side?
listen, if I'm looking at her pictures,
You took
first
3
thing on my
months.
mind is I'm thinking about fucking her.
Or
That's automatic.
Yeah, but you
That's
know
all
that
that-
your
so
girlfriend.
listen,
That's
so-
not the same
No,
thing.
no,
But
yes
you
it
said
is.
3 months.
Yes it is. If me and her is spent within them 3 months,
The fact that you
listen,
think
in
a
them 3 months,
girlfriend
let me finish.
and
Let me
fucking is
finish.
the same
Let me
thing
finish. Let me
tells
finish.
me that there's
Let
no
me
level of
finish.
commitment
Let me
between
finish.
the two.
Within them 3 fucking months.
You said you ain't gonna fuck this girl off her thirst trap pictures, but you took 3 months to figure that out. The first time you see her
That's not what I
Instagram, you know
said.
I'm gonna figure it out.
That's
So you
not
took
what I
3.
said.
That's exactly what you just said. You took
Not
3
what I
months to
said.
figure that you're not fucking her for her thirst
Are you
trap
tripping?
pictures.
Oh my
To
God.
me, wifey material is like I don't gotta change shit about this bitch. Like I think
But-
she perfect in mine.
But for wifey, it's
But
still
like-
it's still
To me,
conscious.
wifey material is this. You adjust to the lifestyle that you are in. That's wifey material to me.
To me,
if you meet me and I'm a motherfucking
boyfriend-
millionaire, you gotta adjust to the motherfucking millionaire style. If you meet me and I'm the mediocre nigga, you gotta adjust to that mediocre style. We're not going back in time. We're not doing this shit.
But
We're
regardless,
not-
boyfriend, girlfriend,
You see
wifey
what I'm saying?
material, it's still what? It still have that. You have that conscious companionship. If I'm gonna be your boyfriend, if you're gonna be my wife, it's still that conscious companionship that I gotta have first. And then we build levels in that.
That's understood.
It's not understood because you talking about you gonna get with 3 months on the bitch and next week you ain't gonna fuck because she got thirst trap pictures.
That's
what are we talking about?
I said. You fucking in the 3 months already. This is the
but you're not gonna have. So
my thing is, let's just say she didn't even have third trap picture. She ain't have none of that shit.
Right.
But you met her. You been fucking her for 3 months. Like you said, you been fucking her for 3 months.
Sure.
So what changes your opinion about that? If you let's just say in the 3 months you fucked on the first night, that change your opinion?
It might.
How? We talked about this.
How did that change your opinion though?
The first.
But how? If you that's just like me looking at a motherfucking picture. She ain't even got no third trap picture. She can just be sexy as fuck. That mean looking at her. Goddamn sexy hair, we fuck on the first night. What did that change? That don't change shit. I still wanted her because I seen her fucking pictures. The way she looked. It doesn't change. It doesn't change my mind state. It doesn't change my mind state until I get around her. When I get around her, it don't take me 3 months to figure out. It don't take me 3 months to figure out. Goddamn, that this bitch ain't what she is.
I know if we together, and I know.
I just threw a random month out there, right? It don't necessarily take 3 months to do that. Right. All right.
Even within a month, you would know.
Listen, if I fuck a girl on the first date, I'm not dating her. It's just that's me.
That's you.
I'm not doing
that's you. That's you.
If I meet a girl,
90% of motherfuckers that done fucked on the first date.
Me, I just think I'm just that nigga.
Like that.
I just think I'm just that nigga. Again, because that's why I deal with conscious companionship. If I have a conscious, if I have a conscious conversation with you, if we on a higher different plane and we vibing and it's our fucking physical energies catch up to our spiritual plane and connect with that physical energy, that's just what it is.
Bruh.
And we can go, but that's what I'm saying. That's my piece of the puzzle. Don't say bruh to me, my nigga. Listen to me on how I think. How I think is on a whole different level than how you think. You see what I'm saying? So my spiritual connection is always going to connect first. Now my spiritual connection catches up to my physical connection, then yes, we may fuck on the first night, we may fuck on the second night, we may fuck on the third night because it's that conscious companionship that I deal with. Not no wifey, not no boyfriend or girlfriend. The boyfriend, girlfriend on the conscious companionship tip can go to a wifey on a conscious companionship tip, but it's still that framework that I deal with because that's my DNA. That's my framework.
Sure. All right, let's wrap this up.
Makes sense.
Yeah, we got it.
Let's do final thoughts. DeMarco, you got some final thoughts you want to say on this?
I want to say about the money, muscle, frame, and game thing. I mean, I feel like it's true. It's hella true, but most men don't have it, and the ones that do, they
most
don't
men have at least
bro,
one or
why
two.
would you cut me off in the middle of
my
my
bad? Good, my bad.
Damn.
My bad.
You can't even say it's final.
My bad.
Final discussion.
Alright, chill. Go ahead, my bad.
Yeah.
Alright, that's all.
It's just
No, my bad. Continue. That's my bad.
no.
wanna hear it.
That's what it is. It's just like most men that have money, muscles, frame, and game don't have a woman that can match that same energy that they put off. Like,
Right.
But y'all don't want women with money, muscles, frame, and game. What the hell?
I don't.
No, that's not
Okay,
the same
so
energy.
next week,
That's
we
not the
gonna
same
bring,
energy.
I have 3 girls that are gonna come.
That's
We're
not
gonna
the
have
same
this
energy.
conversation again.
Money, muscles, frame, and game for men is not the same energy for women. It's always
And
an
that's
opposite.
what we need to talk about
Equal
next
and
week.
opposite.
We have to talk about that.
So equal and opposite.
We have to.
You can't have the same muscle I got. You can't have the same money I got. You can't have the
Yeah,
frame
because
and
you
game I
cannot-
got.
men in general don't care about the same shit that women care about.
Equal and
So,
opposite reaction.
Most men don't care about
I wish y'all
the
cared.
more money a man makes, the less he cares about your money.
Yeah. You better
Yes,
be a
he cares
supermodel.
about your
You
muscle.
care more
sure.
about your time at that point.
And what you can do within
But
that.
your
care
game
about
looks
your
different, and your
time.
frame looks different, right? You should be in a feminine frame rather than a masculine frame, which is what men should be in, a masculine frame. Whereas women should be in a feminine frame. Now, I'm not sure women these days know what a feminine frame looks like.
I'll agree.
We'll see.
But anyway,
Your
final thoughts.
KT, CK.
I guess I think there's more conversation that needs to be had, and like I said, I feel like I'm kind of just been, just listening and also trying to really understand the male's perspective, but not, get all hot and heavy over here for the females. It doesn't mean I'm not going to share my opinions, but I just think that the debate is it needs to be continued, and I need a couple females on here so we can talk about maybe.
So you don't think you can't talk without another woman?
No,
here?
I didn't say that.
Okay,
I
You
think.
just need a little backup.
No, I just the whole
I feel you as well.
money, yeah, like money, muscles,
feel you as
fame, and
well.
game. Of course, like I mean, I don't need.
Did anything
I
about
don't need a
that
female
make
over
sense?
here. I
Me as
want
well.
more understanding on the money, muscles, frame, and game on the reverse. Like I guess that's
On
what
the
I'm
woman's
looking
side.
for. So my
Okay.
my challenge
But it has
to
We'll
the
get down
gentlemen,
next
listen,
week.
my challenge to the men at this table for this podcast and for us is let's find those four for what a man.
Well, that's a challenge to you as well.
Okay, and I will
to
too, but like I
develop
want to
that
know
within
what
yourself.
it looks different, but like what
But
would
you
those
lead,
be?
you lead the charge, and then we follow.
Because
that
I
feminine
personally,
charge.
as a woman, think that those four. Maybe I don't really know about the game thing.
I
That's
do
something-
know about the game.
I gotta figure that out. How I
You
view
know about
that.
the game.
But-
You play.
Why? I guess I'm just confused, and like I would hope that you would want a woman to match your hustle and have those. I'm not saying that those roles don't. Maybe that's what it comes down to 50-50. I don't know, but it really confuses me that a man would not want a strong woman with those qualities.
If I'm making $2 million, I don't want to make.
I don't wanna make $2 million
No,
if
no,
you
no.
make
If I'm
$2
making
million.
$2 million, I don't want to make
Nobody
$1 million.
cares.
I don't wanna
Let's
make
get
a
to the
million.
next one. I'm trying to go.
That's the
I'm trying to go. Like, let's get to the
Alright,
next
bro.
one.
Chill, bro. Calm down.
Perfect example.
Alright.
Can't wait for
We
some
just-
females.
We just like going on too long about the shit. This is going on a
Go ahead.
final thought. This ain't.
That was my final thought.
Randy Moss?
Final thoughts.
Brandon Mouse.
Throwback, Vikings.
Put down the 9, bro.
I did wear a Randy Moss jersey in my 4th grade picture, so I mean,
Alright. My
maybe
final
I'm
thoughts.
a bad woman to be on the podcast for the male thing.
Alright, bro. My final thoughts. I think men should work on these 4 things: money, muscle, game, and frame. Work on them at all times of the day, as best as you can, and you don't have to. If you work on those things all the time, you don't have to chase women so hard. Women will come to you.
Mhm.
They'll make it known. Like there's a chase still. You understand, but like they will let it be known that they're interested. They do things on the slide that maybe you don't pick up if you don't have game. You might not pick up on it, but like they will let you know that they're interested. So that you'll have more options if you work on those 4 things. That's all I'm saying.
I agree.
My final thought, Prince Mel, Melly y'all talking about like OC, you don't know, man. Bless up the real mind, bless up under influence, bless up Mount Kenya, Circle the Mountain. You see me, my first time in the building. You know what I mean? I brought some strong points, and you know what I mean? This is my brothers. If you guys y'all didn't know, this is my family right here. You know what I mean? So this is my first time on the podcast. But my final thought is, like I said earlier, I deal with a more spirituality type vibe. You see what I'm saying? So it's conscious companionship. So in all things, it's conscious companionship. So if you have that first conscious companionship aspect, we know where we're going to build from there, because I know specifically some gorgeous woman that's with some, some men that don't look like in this Western world that they should belong with that woman. But because of the spirituality and how they focus and what vibe they on, it's all frequency. So frequency is going to connect with frequency. You see what I'm saying? And other times you can't see me because you're not vibing on my same frequency, or you're not hearing me because you're not vibing on my same frequency. You see what I'm saying? It's all that. So my aspect is, first, if y'all vibing together on some conscious situation and get into that companionship, it may be the first night, maybe the second night, and maybe months from now that y'all vibe into that aspect, you can have that physical interaction, you can have that long-term goals and relationship aspects, but we also have the yin to the yang in that aspect, which is that divine feminine and masculine, which is that physical and that spiritual. And the men have to do physical. Men have to get out here. We got to grind. We got to hunt. We on the hunt. We on the conquering type shit. You know what I mean? And we want our women to be feminine. We want our women to be spiritual. We want our women to teach the children and to have everything that they need to bring up the next generation. We don't want our women to have not for nothing. We don't want them to want for anything. We need them to have everything they need so that the next generation is the most powerful generation. You see what I'm saying? So we're going to go out and do everything. We're going to sacrifice our lives. We're going to lay down and fucking put us on the fucking front line just for that aspect, because first we contacted with that conscious companionship. Bless up. Melly y'all.
Okay.
Right. My final thought. What is a woman's Yo, what is her? What do they mean? What is a woman's perspective of companionship?
That's probably a question for next.
It's more
No,
like a
that's good.
question.
No, sometimes you gotta leave it on the question.
Mm-hmm.
That's your final thought. Can be
What
a question.
is a woman's perspective? We already see what ours is. What's theirs?
Well, I think that's what we have already talked about. We're gonna talk about next week. We're gonna come up with the
That's a good
same.
So next week, bring
Final
that woman that you
topic
want that real answer
for
from.
women.
Yeah.
Bring that
What's-
real, bring that
what-
real,
what
bring
is-
that real one.
America, what's y'all's? Yeah, what's y'all's?
No, P. Rex, bring that real one.
This
You
is
want that real
interesting.
answer from Rex?
That's a good thing. Like,
Yeah.
comment down below. Let me know what y'all think
Build some questions.
these things
Put some
are
questions together.
for women. What do you think
Bill.
women should work on?
Put some
Like,
questions
yeah, what's
together.
got men like.
Y'all know what you need to work
That's
on.
gonna
So
make
what do
us
we gotta do?
chase.
Well, put some
That's
questions
your final
together,
thoughts?
man.
Alright, what's your
Yeah, I
final
like
thoughts?
that.
My final thoughts on this is we say 50-50 through everything. So with these 4 things, it's 50-50. You can either have money and muscle, you can have money and frame. You can have vice versa, you see what I'm saying? So really, I look at it as 2 of these things will get you where you need to be. It'll get you where you need to be. Getting the other 2 is upholding what you want. So instead of looking for these 4 things, you build on them 4 things so you don't have to worry about it later on during your situation. You don't have to worry about being more masculine. You don't have to worry about having more muscle. You don't have to worry about more money. You don't have to worry about your friend because you already had it developed. So
Being more feminine.
my final thoughts is look into yourself before you can look into somebody else.
I say.
We about to argue the fuck out of that here.
I can't wait.
That's
Goddamn.
crazy.
Hey, you got that hours.
Alright, so that's everybody's final thoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll close this stuff up, wrap it up.
Hey, fuck y'all.
Have a
Salute.
good day.
Salute, everybody.
Salute. I'm out.
Salute.
We out, y'all.
So, man, auf Deutschland, wir sagen Prost.
We out.
Prost, mein Deutschlandbrüder.
Peace.
2, 1.
Rammstein, Festberg.
Yeah. Look, it's been years of the same thing, years of the same strain. I fear an insane brain, but no tears, gotta maintain. Veering in strange lanes, gotta keep focused, cause the road I walk is long, and I ain't got time to be feeling hopeless no more. It's time to follow the vision. I've had enough of living like this, cause this ain't living. See, I just been existing, feeling like I'm alive to die. Not worried about my legacy, this time flies by. And that just left me feeling down bad, stuck to the ground bad. Head just enough over water not to drown bad. But now I'm standing, and I truly believe that if I gotta walk this earth, then I'ma walk like a king, baby. Oh, I'ma be somebody. I'm this shit that's stressful to me. Like worrying about the world's perception of me. And trying to fit the mold of what's expected of me. I release it all and I do it indefinitely.